Welcome to the I Can Do Anything podcast. I'm joined in my living room, well, I guess my dining room, by a bunch of my friends. The fucking boys are back.
Hey!
What type of room is this?
Good day!
What do we want to start with, Sloan?
Oh, man.
Hold on, let me introduce everybody. Sloan, look at the camera and raise your hand. Introduce yourself to the people.
I'm Sloan Logan Whitaker. I have my beautiful wife standing behind the camera.
She's sitting.
Callie Whitaker. She didn't want to be on camera today, so I'm just by myself. And I'm joined here by the brilliant, excellent host, Colin Meadowcroft. I'm glad to join his successful podcast with 20 followers on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not that successful.
No.
Hey,
It's very successful.
The people know Addison Dobb,
Can I introduce
but they never seen you, Dobb.
My name is Addison Dobb, a.k.a. The Dobb.
Yep.
I'm a 25-year-old male. I am what you call a scientist. All right, next.
He's not as good looking as he sounds.
And Adam
in the
Suzuki.
audio.
No, I'm pretty
Adam,
ugly.
wave to the people.
I'm Adam Suzuki. That's all I got to say.
So we're
Adam
talking
Suzuki.
today. We're talking about a trip that you guys took to Vegas.
Yes.
Dude, this sounds so good. The headphones sound so.
It sounds awesome, doesn't
I
it?
appreciate you not
Dob,
taking
you
the
gotta-
headphones.
I've
got
done
the
this,
microphone,
so
though.
I know what it sounds like, and I know how close I have to be to the microphone for it to sound nice.
As a person that's on the I Can Do Anything podcast multiple times, unlike you,
You know,
I know what it sounds like to have headphones because it's pretty awesome.
and I wanted to preface that actually. Thank you, Dob, for actually.
I just want to show you. Have you been on
for
I Can
that
Do Anything?
gateway into my joke? I wanted to make.
I haven't. I have.
Yeah, I know.
Boom.
That's
Just wanna make sure you know that.
That's a great gateway into the joke I wanted to make, because for those of you that listen to Colin's podcast, you know, like they're talking about basketball, and Dobbs like, LeBron had 36 points last night, and they expected him to have 34, but he actually had 10 assists while they expected him to have 7 assists. So technically, LeBron's performance was subpar. So I expect LeBron and the Lakers to win the next game because he's looking for a comeback. That's exactly
I
how Colin
apologize
was.
that I have a high IQ of 151. So fuck off.
And that was the 3 podcasts listened to. That was how Dobb was the first 3 episodes.
I didn't sound like
The guy
that,
likes
though.
basketball, man.
I do enjoy basketball.
Loves his basketball.
Yep, I respect that.
But
Actually,
we got something else we got to talk about. Sloan
Oh, jeez.
and Saddam.
it's Adam.
This Vegas trip.
Okay. I got some pretty good
you
stories.
started. Well, yeah, pull up your phone.
First off, it's already pulled up. Now I got.
All right, go. Just go down the list.
Take it over, man. Take it over.
I don't take it over. It's your
This
podcast.
is your
man.
fucking show, man. I can do anything, and so can you.
Okay.
Fucking do whatever you
Colin's
want.
still technically.
I want to make this
host.
very open, and obviously, I know Dobbs not going to hesitate to interrupt.
Oh, you bet.
Adam,
I like to
please
talk.
interrupt to interject your views and your stances on these stories.
Hey, I'm
so
here,
I would
Jack.
like to. I've held myself from telling any stories to Colin about that because it involved weed, and I've been wanting to tell Colin about my
Yeah.
weed experiences.
This is wild.
I
they're
texted
my-
I texted the night we got there about the dispensary and how it was a Mac store, but it was just instead
Dude,
of Apple products.
It's like a Walmart for weed.
It's just no.
Like a Mac
store.
Apple,
Oh, okay.
Apple,
A Mac
Apple
store.
store.
Walk in and
Higher
it's like a Mac store.
class.
They got people coming up to you and they have like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, insane.
It was ridiculous. So
Gotta stop my hand movements here.
Wait, let's set this trip up a little bit. So you 3 and Will Dixon, our other buddy from college, and went out to Las Vegas to see Ethan Riddell, another friend of ours
Yes.
who
Black
lives
Steve,
in
shout out Black
Vegas.
Steve.
He is in the Air Force stationed
Yes.
in Vegas.
I love that guy.
Saving
Good
our
for him.
country.
Yeah. Same. And the rest of the boys back home eating that poultry though, bro.
Even to the point we got there, he claims that he lives with a woman that he is not having sex with, but he is having sex
You
with.
know he's having sex with her.
He's extremely disciplined.
But he says he's not having sex with her.
But he's disciplined now.
Yes. But he also has a girlfriend that he does not live with.
Oh yeah,
And he
said
also
that
broke
to
up
me.
the girl he lived with that he wasn't have sex with.
Yes.
Or something like
They're,
that.
the most
It's okay.
typical Ethan
None of
shit
them are
role.
listening to this.
So,
It's fine.
It's okay. So they probably will though.
No, they won't.
I can't
So
wait.
before I
The
start,
girls are
They
going to
will.
listen to it?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Ethan
That's
Riddell
the
doesn't
girls,
know.
no, not the
No.
girls.
Ethan
Those
Riddell
girls
doesn't
aren't
know we have a
listening to this.
podcast.
So before I start any story, I wanted to make sure.
Hey, if you're going to talk off the camera, you got to fucking use that mic over there.
Fucking
true.
use the mic.
Any questions from the crowd? Any questions from the crowd?
It's like Maury. It's like Maury.
Hey, bub. We got a live audience.
Before I start
Love the
any
audience.
stories, I want to make sure all these stories are sponsored by White Claws. There's no laws. They offer raspberry, strawberry, orange,
strawberry?
They do.
You didn't know that, but they do now.
Oh,
Grapefruit?
Dom, if you spill that shit on my
So,
floor,
first
I'm
off-
gonna be upset with you.
First off-
it's just seltzer.
Grapefruit and lime.
It's alcoholic seltzer.
And raspberry.
it's like
You
a
can take
version
it out of
Cola.
that clip.
Also mango.
Mango.
There's no strawberry.
Talk to him.
That
man.
mic is not on.
Can you guys hear me? at
That
all?
mic?
That mic is not on.
Yeah, it is. It's plugged into the
I
camera.
don't hear it.
Yeah, that's fine.
She
She
got
can hear
bad
it.
headphones.
Oh, she heard it? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Kyle,
first
can
off,
you hear me?
I would like to start.
The people that are listening can hear. This is.
I would like to start off my story with we walk. So Will took a separate flight because we flew out of India together.
Yeah.
Will flew
Yeah,
out
we
of
did.
Philadelphia by himself. He was a couple hours late behind us, and we walk in the hotel, and I bring my speaker with us because I knew boys are gonna we're do some drinking, listen to music, and Dob goes to me.
I did.
I'm not big dickin'. I'm just who I am. I like classic music. I love Fleetwood Mac. I
This
love
is what Dob
classic
said, or
bands.
this is what Dob said?
No. I love classic music, like classic rock. Fleetwood Mac is my top 3 like bands.
Arguably,
if I
probably
could
the
pick
biggest when it comes to
anything.
commercial products and stuff, like influence on today.
So in other words, I listen to them a lot. Dob goes. We walk in the hotel room and we get ready and we like play some music.
I feel like
and
this
Dob
was
looks
way
at me and
after. I
asks
feel like
me,
this was a day or two
have you ever heard of Fleetwood
I
Mac?"
don't think I said this.
Dob asked me if I've ever heard of Fleetwood Mac.
Fair
Son,
question.
did you sleep all night Saturday?
No. So I said, yes, I've heard of Fleetwood Mac. And that was a pretty good example of
Macwood Fleet?
yes.
I've never heard
yes,
of him.
Yeah.
Macwood.
So
Fleet,
then,
bub.
I was
never
already
said
at the beginning of
I never
Dobbs.
said this is all lies. This is propaganda.
What
So,
does that have to do with Vegas?
Exactly.
We're
thank you.
in Vegas.
You just trying to shit on Dob?
Yeah,
yes.
This is
Oh, okay.
got to turn into the roast
Yes.
of Dob.
Dob, that's the
I made a lot of mistakes. I did make some mistakes.
So-
You're an easy target, Dob.
I did.
So no, this next story is about Dob
But
too.
guess
actually.
what?
But
I
it's-
take you very well.
So this story is actually
a
very
champ.
funny, and it's all thanks to Dob. So
I can't wait to hear this.
we wait for Will to get. We're drinking. We're partying in the hotel room, and hold on, everything just shut off. It's my
No, it's just your headphones.
My
Yeah.
headphones.
Those
Oh,
headphones.
shit. Okay.
As a guy that's been on this podcast numerous times, I've used those headphones numerous times,
headphones.
and sometimes those
So-
headphones don't work.
So
as
we
well.
wait. We drink and
Numerous
we
times.
listen to music in the hotel room for like 2 hours. I respect the fuck out of Will because he got there. And he was obviously super excited. From the point that Will walked in the hotel room from his 6-hour flight, he got dressed and we left the room in like 15 minutes.
That boy was ready to go.
No shit. He was fucking ready
Well,
to
Will
play some
planned this whole
blackjack.
trip.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Will.
entirely from Will texted me
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you know, because Will and I played a lot of blackjack together, like Milwaukee with you, Colin. And,
Yeah.
And I always thought like, but I was just like, I'm
I
never.
wasn't playing blackjack in Milwaugh. I was very hungover.
No, that was the
in
last time you
Milwaukee.
drank.
That was
Last
well,
time
no, it
you
wasn't.
drank.
But
Kinda.
R.I.P.
That's what I've heard, Colo.
That
That's
was
what
the
I've
last.
heard.
That was kind
Point,
of
No, I
about
drank-
2 months
that was
ago,
when he hung
I had a
up.
beer with Colin and a shot
when,
of Hennessy.
I guess that was when I like hung it up from getting drunk.
Brady did all.
Because when we
That
went,
was
we
it.
went, we went camping
Brady, you
in
wanna
West
get into
Virginia.
that?
I drank a
Yeah,
little bit
Brady-
there. Actually, I drank
It's over there.
some.
Brady's over there. Brady, what do you got to say?
Hey,
What are we talking about?
Colin getting drunk after. So we went to Milwaukee together.
She wasn't. I don't think you were. I don't think she was in the picture.
that
then.
was not a picture. No, she
No,
wasn't.
but after how many? Like
She had you in her
since
scopes, though. She had
let's
her
say
in
the past
scopes.
like
She
what year?
did, yeah.
Year,
She's
year and a
skimming
half,
on it.
year and a
She's
half,
skimming on
2
that.
years.
She's skimming on that
Let's
white
say
penis.
estimation 2 years probably. Last year and a half, how many times How many times has Colin been drunk?
Short-lived.
None. Okay, thank you.
no,
I did watch him take a beer and drink it, and he drank like 3/4 of it.
Not a whole lot. I've seen him drink.
And then
I've
I-
seen him drink Coronas.
How do we
before.
start talking about this?
I don't know.
I've seen
You
him
were in
drink
Vegas,
Coronas
weren't you?
I
before.
don't drink that often.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Who's that talking over there?
That was layman.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Drew Lehman. I will pop in from here and there.
Drew Lehman is the assistant basketball coach training University of
Basketball player all of the United States.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yep.
We all played there at one point in our lives.
So we wait for Will. Will gets there. He's like, yeah, like his typical thing he does.
Like a turtle.
Oh yeah, he's like, And we get all hype, and he gets dressed real quick. We go downstairs right away.
Yeah.
We go to the blackjack table.
We're already down at the
And we're
tables when
sitting
he
there.
gets there, actually.
It's 15 minimum because it's a freaking Thursday night in Vegas, which doesn't matter what night it is because it's just Vegas. So we're playing. We sit there for probably 2 hours playing.
Y'all were on there for a minute.
And I don't think anybody was really winning.
I don't remember much from Thursday night.
But I was winning. So I was up
you were up 300.
I was up $300, and we only played for like 2 hours. So it was the first night. I was super drunk because of Vegas. Everything's free. The drinks are all free. So I was hammering drinks the whole time. So we're all hyped, and we're like just it's our first night. We're like, what do we do? What do we do? Where do we go? I'm like, I just won $300. Fuck it. Let's make it $600. So we walk over to the roulette table, and I was like,
Scared money don't make money.
exactly.
It don't make money.
So I'm like, what do we do? We black or red? Black or red? I'm like, black. Let's do it. So I put it on there, and the guy spins it, and like black.
Fucking Sloan.
$600. $600.
Sloan wasn't anywhere near the table.
No.
the first
The
one
next
was-
one. The
first
next
one
one.
was-
You
The
were
next one.
looking though.
No, the second one.
no, no.
The second one.
Okay, you're not wrong.
I literally stood
You're not
right
wrong.
over the
The first one though,
roulette
you still were
where
not
you're
looking.
spinning, and, like,
You did
I
not
was
look at
scared.
either
I
one.
was scared. I was like, I just won
Sloan was over
$300.
there.
I just won
Shout
$300.
out to his wife for getting him into this because I'm the one who started this.
Can you put the mic to your face?
Put your fucking lips on the mic, girl.
Judas.
You know how to suck a dick over there?
Wow.
I'm the one who made you put all of our money on roulette because you were losing so bad,
That's true.
and I won everything.
You have to give your wife credit, dude.
Yeah.
As the guy that was out
Don't-
there in Vegas with the guy that's married, he thought about you a lot.
Everything I
I
am,
doubt
and
that.
I
But
do.
he was also dead half the time.
I was dead for you. I was dead for you.
There was a
dear.
12-hour period where Sloan did not move.
I was dead for you,
Huh?
dear.
Sloan was very perpendicular to the.
Oh, there's a good reason.
4 days he was there. He texted me
There's a portion where he wasn't awake and he was dead.
I slept for 9 hours. That was it. I'm sorry.
Do you want to know how slept? Do you want to know how slept Sloan was?
This man walked into the middle of the stream by got hit by a taxi.
Can I get to that? It's part of my story. It's part of my story.
Well, that's a long ass story. That's like day
Sloan-
3.
Sloan
We're
got-
going on evening 1.
Okay.
And you gonna go on this drop?
This is how I know. Okay, I'm not going to tell shit about your story. This is
But
how
we
I know
gotta
Sloan
talk.
was
We gotta
slept.
literally act like we relived it if we talk about
This
that
is
long.
not. This is how I know Sloan was slept. Sloan was on the. Sloan was on the bed. Out cold. I was like, Sloan looks pretty dead right now.
But isn't it-
Madison Dot proceeds to pick up his phone and throw it to the bed just because that's where his fucking phone belongs.
My phone wasn't really working at
It
that point either.
smacked you straight in your face.
Yeah.
It clapped.
He told me that.
It
clapped.
It's one of these. It's one of these.
my face?
And you didn't move a muscle.
Yeah, it was one of these. It was one of these. It was one of these. And just like right on your cheek. Just,
No. It wasn't all. Hey,
he didn't do anything.
Hey, it wasn't. Hey,
Do you know my
it
face
wasn't nice like that.
I didn't think. I
It
didn't
wasn't.
mention
That
it.
was. That was a kiss. It
I
hit
didn't
your-
mention. I didn't
Bro,
mention shit. My face was sore as
It hit
fuck.
your bone.
My
It
bone,
hit
my
your
cheek,
bone.
my cheekbone was sore as fuck. I never.
Hey,
mentioned
Guess
put your
what?
lips on
Guess
the
what?
mic
You're
over there.
lying. It
It
hit
hit
you in the
your bone.
nose bridge or whatever this is.
Fuck.
So you lying.
So, anyways,
Try to sue me, dude.
So I put 300 down on black on roulette. I
was
win.
tough.
we gotta get back
That
to
was
this.
I'm up
fucking tough.
$600.
I respect
And I'm
it.
like, okay,
Scare money
it's the
don't make
first night in
money.
Vegas. I'm like $600. That helps me a lot. Like, I can get a decent amount of like drinks and stuff for that. So like, whatever. So I was like, fuck it. I'm really drunk. It's our first night. We're all excited as fuck. Any typical American white male like me, because I'm white as fuck, I'm like, okay, I'll definitely put this $600 on black.
Why would you not?
What do you have to
Exactly.
be a white male to do that?
Because I'm just like Vegas, and we're like,
Oh, okay,
yeah, we're
I
like
see.
fucking, yeah. I'm
Were
like,
you wearing that
yeah.
shirt?
No, it's probably
Bunch of
something way
chat-
more douchey in this shirt.
Yeah,
way
okay.
more
You
douchey
were
in
your
this shirt.
typical
Not the first
like
night, not the first
like
night.
25-year-old
So
Chatter
then-
Brads.
so
Okay.
then-
There, that's what we were.
Chatty Brads.
Stop.
Chatty
No,
Brads.
you weren't.
Oh,
I
just
know this
that word.
very
He was.
specifically.
He was.
I was like,
Somebody called me a Chatter or Brad.
these guys,
Fuck out of them.
these three, Adam, Will, and Dob were behind me, and Ethan. These four behind me, and I'm like, no, actually, Ethan was not there.
No, he wasn't. Yeah,
You said wheat thin.
And I'm like, they behind us.
What's the safe word?
These behind me.
Whiskey.
And I
Why you saying that
remember,
weird? Saying
I remember
that's weird.
looking at the chips on the table,
You
and
ever
I'm
seen
like,
Hot Rod?
fuck it.
Stop.
Dom, you
I
can't talk
slide.
over people. Nobody will be able to hear anything.
What's going
I
on, man?
remember looking at the chips. I had $600 in chips. I'm like,
Fuck it.
I slide it to the front, and I hear Dob go, "Oh, dude." He goes, "Oh, dude." And I put it on
Well,
there.
that's really good.
that
That
all I
sounds
said?
just like him.
Oh yeah, he was right behind me. I remember he. So I'm like,
dude.
okay, it's $600. I can't watch. Like, I'm really drunk. I'm being like a diva. Like, I can't do this. So I walk away, and I go, and there's some game on the TV behind me. So I go stand there. I'm like trying to be so cool. Like I don't know. I'm just waiting for these guys to walk up and be like, dude, we're sorry, man. Like,
Hey,
it's okay.
Can I pick up?
So I'm sitting there.
And then now can I get my perspective on it from
Yeah,
here?
please.
I take off sprinting. He won.
Stop.
So
That was a good. Thank you for your insight.
great
That was good.
interjection.
Wow, guys. Sorry, dude. Sorry. I ran like this.
You want to hear how much better it was? I'm sitting there and I hear, and literally everybody in the whole casino, because Dob was so drunk, Dob literally went like, this
Why-
high pitched
so-
scream thing he does, and everybody in the entire casino was looking at us.
Yeah, so like when he put that money down, like he didn't watch, and I just stood there right at like the roulette, and I watched the ball spin around, and I was just waiting, and as soon as it landed on black, I just took off running. I just took off running.
Hands in the air.
I was just like this. I was like, oh shit! I was like, oh shit! And I just ran by him, and it wasn't even my money.
All the
Wasn't
attention
even
in
my
the
money.
world. All the
I don't
attention.
care. I was there.
All the
This
attention.
is a very
was there.
Vegas story.
Oh, it is.
This is like everybody,
Wow,
like
this is-
everybody's first time in Vegas. It's like
We've been there for
it's-
2 hours.
And that was at 2 hours there.
This is like 2
Yeah.
hours in.
So I feel like, and I was talking to these guys about it.
You
I feel
guys
like,
do sound like some typical Chads out there.
No, we are.
No, we went
we
to this
are.
beach part.
This
the
man's
pool
last
party.
name Zuski. I mean, fuck.
We went to this pool party, and we were the farthest from Chad and Brad's there.
We're-
Like, we had
we'll
beef
get
with
to that. We'll get to that. We'll get
Yeah.
to that.
Well,
We'll
there
get
was
to that.
some. I'm assuming there's some pretty rich people.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
So
I thought I was
actually, that
alright.
is the next part of my story.
The Vegas pool party.
So I being
happened Friday
a
night,
musical
did.
connoisseur.
How long were you there? You got there when and left
Thursday
when?
night. We left Monday morning.
This was Labor
was
Day.
Labor
right?
Day. It was Labor Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I like all genres of music except country
Mm-hmm.
because I don't touch
Respectful.
my sister. And
you know,
there's all these like headliners, DJs that like Tiesto and Martin Garrix, and I'm like, yes and yes, and these two and Will are like, I'd rather see Chainsmokers,
Dude, hey.
because I mean, I get it because all I worry about is the music, and these guys are like hot bitches, single bitches at Chainsmokers.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
single. I want to touch them. And I was like, okay, I'll
Yeah,
go
that didn't cross
because
my
I
mind.
get it. I get it.
That didn't
And Dom
cross
says
my
it crosses his mind, but obviously that's a lie.
I said.
Stop. Wait. Let me
I
ask you this
said.
question.
I said.
Okay,
I said the Smokers, and I was like, let's go to the Smokers.
Yeah.
That was it.
And I said no, and Will was
And
like,
guess what?
Oh, did you want to touch
Smokers.
hot single bitches too?
huh?
You wanted to touch hot single bitches?
No, that's why I wanted to go to Martin Garrix or Tiesto.
Wait.
Guess
wait.
what's there?
So there
Guess
would
what's
be.
there?
He's a connoisseur of the music.
No, I like the music. I know there'd be 18,
Sloan,
19,
Sloan,
20-year-old
Sloan,
bitches,
Sloan.
naked bitches,
Hey, Sloan, on the
listen
walk-
to Chainsmokers.
You listen to that music-
More, the per capita, more girls at Chainsmokers
capita
willing
audience.
to give out
the
than
amount
there
of
would be at
music.
Tiesto.
The amount of music. Callie, let me talk. The amount of music you listened to at that pool party was zero. It wouldn't have mattered who was performing. We literally were in. There was 3 pools, and we were in the farthest
It was
one this
way
way.
more than 3
At one
pools.
point, I walked in the middle pool, just walking because I was fucked up, and I had no clue. I was baked out of my goddamn mind. I'm hammered out of my goddamn mind. I'm just walking, and I walk on this pool, and there's no one in the middle pool because there's pool here, middle pool, another pool, and the stage is right here. And I'm walking in the middle pool, and the security guard jumps in. He's like, "Hey, you can't be in the middle pool." And I look at him like, "Why, dude? It's a pool. It's a pool. Why can't I walk in here?" He's like, "Somebody threw up in here." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And I just kept walking.
So Dob, in other words, Dob didn't notice that there's 10,000 people at
Yeah,
this.
they're
No
on the
joke,
side. No one in this
10,000
pool.
people at this fucking pool party.
But what I'm
And
saying,
there's one pool with nobody in it.
But what I'm saying,
Dob's the only person person in the pool.
Yeah, and then
and he doesn't think it's weird until someone yells
Because
at
there's a
him.
middle section, they have to walk from this pool over that pool, and there's people sitting there. I just want to get in that pool, and there's only a staircase in here, so I walk in this
doesn't
pool.
realize
and I'm like
it.
trying to get to this pool, but I'm back to the context
You
story.
said there was 3 pools.
There are.
There was way more.
Dob said the word
There are
pool
3 pools.
1,500 times
Pool,
by
There
now.
was at least-
pool.
There was not
and there's
3.
like a section. It's like one real long
was at
pool.
Could you give me the description of that again? Show me the pool.
So there's a pool.
Oh my gosh.
Pool here.
Dude, stop
Zoom
it.
in. Zoom
Stop
in.
it, Dob.
Pool here.
Stop it, Dob.
There's a
Stop.
there's a like a
Okay,
something.
pool
another
here.
pool, and then there's a
Stop.
stage right here. Break. Another pool.
What's
and
his
then
name?
we're in this pool.
Dave Portnoy?
Yeah, Dave Portnoy was there.
From Bleacher Report. He hung out with us.
Barstool
Barstool.
Sports.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Barstool. He was.
Yeah, he was at that.
He hung out with us a little bit. You know.
He was there.
You know what it is.
He was eating a pizza.
Hey, time out. We got a question from the guy.
About that?
Yeah. We didn't actually see him.
We actually didn't know. We didn't know about it until later.
We were soft flexing. We didn't actually see him.
Yeah, he
We
dabbed
heard
me
about
up.
it
He hit
afterwards.
that.
So
I gave that pizza an 8.4.
Actually there.
That's
No,
No, he was there.
actually there.
Just told us you
But there
hung
was
out.
10,000 people there.
You said.
So
Wait,
this
he was-
man, now what the
They were like
concept
30
of
feet from him.
no,
And they
we
gave
were
him
like we were like
Hey,
100 yards. We were
Was he
100
actually
yards.
there? I didn't
Oh, he was
know
actually
that.
there.
saw him from a distance.
Really?
but
Like
there
booty,
wasn't
like
actually
booty
any
from a
substance.
distance.
No, we saw like we didn't see him there until like after because we had no
That's a big
clue.
deal.
No, he was there.
He was there, but we
He was
didn't know
there.
until like the next day.
Gotcha. So you had no recollection of him actually being there.
No, we just see his Instagram.
I have no recollection of anything that happened that day.
Hey, we're gonna
Hey, low key, bro.
They're
Hey,
getting
I'm
fucking-
gonna
We invited the fucking FBI to our fucking podcast.
I made out.
God.
I made out with
Drink your
4.
White
I
Claw,
made out
my
with
guy.
4
Oh my
females in a
God.
matter of
That was extremely anticlimactic.
I made out with 4
Wow.
females in a matter of an hour, and I had no
Dog,
clue
they were
what they
all
looked like
ones.
or what their names
I'll
were.
build on that.
That was
I'll build
bad.
on that. I'll build
It
on
was
that.
bad.
I'll build on that.
It was so bad. It
so-
was
Hell of an
bad.
effort.
So we're at this party, okay? Drinks. So you get souvenir cups. They're like,
A lot
I
of
don't know.
money.
They're like a foot tall. They're not. I mean, like they're like 2-3 good drinks. They're $75 a piece because it's Vegas, and
Pool party.
everybody's totally wasted. And a quick side story to it. I talked to Will after
What was that club
Vegas.
called that we stayed at, or the beach party that we went to?
Encore. So I talked to Will after this whole pool party, and he said he bought one drink for $75. We look at his credit card statements afterwards, and he ended up spending like $350 or $400, something like that, because he didn't remember. But regardless, we're at this pool party. There's a bunch of salutes. Okay, bunch of
Everywhere.
salutes. So salutes.
Bunch of them.
So I think like the capacity to the pool party was supposed to be like 5,000.
At least
And
2,500.
when we walked in at 9:30 in the morning, the
No,
DJ
we didn't get there till 11.
was it?
We were gonna go-
even
'cause
at
we were
11.
we didn't wake up till late.
When we walked in, the DJ announced we're at capacity, and there was still a line of thousands and thousands of people
All right.
that still got in.
That place is packed.
So we're at. What are you guys watching?
Is this
No,
the-
this is the picture.
This
So
is
there's
the party.
So this
we're
is
at?
the main pool right here.
Oh, you
shit.
just
There are
like
3
that.
pools.
So this is
Okay.
the main
Call it-
pool,
how
and
many
then
pools
imagine
there are?
there's a pool over here like that, and there's
Oh, you're
another
giving
pool
me
over
the
here.
description, the layout of the pool situation.
Yeah,
Yes.
but like so.
Did
yeah.
they take a picture of the pool with nobody in it? Where's the picture of that on Instagram?
There's no. It's so it's like you
If
walk
there
in.
was
It's
a
like a
picture of
long
Dob in the
enclosed.
pool by
just
himself.
Dob in the pool.
I'm like, what are these?
A little bit of spot at the rope right next to him.
Hey, there's Shaq.
Yeah, it's
So, regardless, the day's going on. It's hot as fuck. It's a hell of a pool party. There's like it's supposed to be like 6,000 or 7,000 capacity. The DJ announced at like 1 o'clock in PM in the afternoon that it was 10,000 people,
Dude, I'm so fucking glad I didn't go on this trip.
and it was ridiculous.
There was that many people.
So-
in there?
so much
yes,
fun.
I would have
he announced
hated,
that.
I
He
would have
announced
hated
that.
every second of
See,
that.
I thought
Wow.
that,
So-
but I ate 2 gummies before I went to that thing, and this was me just floating, just like, woo, just spinning, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
So fast forward
time of my life.
this whole
Time of
time,
my life.
I'm watching these guys just trying to hit on girls and talk to
I didn't do
girls
shit.
and
I
like.
just-
Yeah,
I
how
sat
did
there
everybody
like this.
do? How did these
No,
two?
literally,
So,
like,
yeah,
I just
yeah.
sat there.
So
like, I stood
I'm
there
like
like this.
enjoying.
I literally
So
stood
I'm
there.
watching Ethan, Will, Adam, Dob. They're all hitting on girls.
No,
I'm hanging out. And I'm like watching them. It's fun, and I'm like drinking. And since I'm not concerned with like talking to girls.
You're not. Your wife's asleep.
I'm
Can we
drinking.
can we pause the story? Your wife fell
Your
asleep.
wife is
Hey,
definitely.
thank God she is over here slumped. Because now he can speak.
Yeah, now we.
She's still gonna watch this. She's gonna watch
hey,
us.
hey,
we got to smile.
This is gonna be on
I'm
the
not gonna
internet.
bullshit you, bro. Hey, Sloan, no lie. Hey, so we're talking about Vegas already. I was debating like texting you,
This was the pictures.
like coming up
that we
here,
got
like,
from
hey,
that
do we
party.
talk about Vegas or not? I was
had
literally
some
debating
ugly
because
messages.
you sent a text message to me and Dob like last week about saying, hey, I'm going over Colos. You
Yeah.
want to come?
Yeah.
Please come. On my way up, I was about to hit you two up and be like, is Vegas even a topic we're talking about tonight? And we're doing this shit right now.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Why would it be
That's incredible. Are you kidding me?
The only thing bad
Dude,
that happened was
Will's
we lost
face-
a lot of money.
I mean, honestly though, like, you can honestly say, I know she's serious was cheating, but like, I mean, did you actually see me do anything other
Oh.
than sleep?
No,
Not even
That
close.
would like jeopardize my marriage.
Oh,
Will's
not even
Will's
remotely
face. Will's face in this picture is one of the more classic Will faces I've
close.
ever
like,
seen.
"Ah!"
Can I get it? Can I get
Like,
it?
it was like,
The photos he posted of us on Instagram. There's one we're on the mirror and he's like this, doing the farting face.
He
like,
was
Mm-hmm.
out.
no,
Oh, that's my wife.
What was I was gonna say something. I can't remember.
so, I'm just getting drunk. I'm enjoying the music because I enjoy the music more than these guys do because I'm a connoisseur
Dude, you
of music.
couldn't
Yeah.
hear the music.
Oh, you could.
Stop.
It was very. You could
Stop.
more than
No,
hear
you
music.
could not.
So
You
in other
could
words,
not. You could
anyways,
not.
these
You could
guys,
not.
and
You could
I
not.
respect them for it. Like obviously, like they should do what they're doing. They're trying to hook up with girls. They're trying to talk
And you're
to
just
girls.
trying to hook up with the music.
And now I'm just
I get it.
vibing. I'm just
I
vibing.
get it. I don't remember
I'm sitting. I'm
That's
sitting
what
on my
he was doing. He
ass.
really was doing that.
I'm sitting on my ass on the side of the pool, my feet in the water, just having a good time, drinking my fucking vodka soda. Like, okay.
Okay.
So
remember it.
$75. I'm swigging them down, going to get another one. Okay.
Doubt it.
No joke. Probably like 2 or 3 p.m. At one point, I wish I had my phone, and I didn't have my phone because earlier the day, Dob had his phone, and I started the phase of when all these beats would drop in the EDM music.
Oh,
Everybody was
yeah.
like real soft. The music would like do 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 boom boom boom. Everybody would be like dancing and stuff. I started the whole thing of slapping the water as hard as I possibly could.
Yeah,
that shit was
Every
so
time
hard.
the bass dropped as hard as I could. And Dob had his phone the first time, and his phone like broke for like 4 days. It didn't work for 4 days because
It
of
works
that.
now though, so it's okay.
2 days.
And it worked for about a day. It was like
That's
24
why.
hour period. I was like,
So I was like, I probably shouldn't
like,
have my phone because ever since that we did that like at 11 in the morning, everybody did it the rest of the day. The entire
it
pool
was,
did.
it was one of those
Oh.
things. As soon as the beat dropped, too, like
Every
you-
time the
either,
beat would drop,
like
everybody
and then you
would
just get
open
the,
hand,
the water
palm
underneath
the
your hand,
water
and
as
you just
hard as
like
they
throw
could.
it up. It was like, see,
great. It was
like,
great, actually.
When I say
You're a fucking trendsetter, man.
when I say this shit's like stuff you see in a movie, like you picture like you're at a beach party or fucking
Vegas
pool
is
party.
like that every
Oh,
fucking
dude,
day.
but
dude.
yeah,
Every
but
day.
like you
Yeah.
gotta experience it. And, like,
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I thought I was in.
Yeah, you were in a movie.
I was.
essentially.
Thank
I hopped on that bandwagon.
You were probably
so
in
At
a
one
music
point,
video.
at one point, I looked
Dude, it
over
was
at
great.
Willie D, and this girl.
He's like,
this girl
Dude,
literally
his little
was like had
laugh
her,
was like,
her legs spread out across to like his shoulders, and her cooter was like in his face.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was that wild.
But
At one
regardless,
point,
I don't have
Okay.
my phone because
It
of
was
that.
f-
I
it
don't
was
have my phone
stupid.
because of how much people were splashing. But I'm sitting there and I'm very hammered. But I've been like, I'm in the sun and I'm just enjoying the atmosphere, so I don't notice how fucked up I actually am. So I drink these drinks that even though they're $75, they're like a foot tall, and they're like a foot tall, and they're like 10, 12 shots deep of vodka. Like very strong. I had drank by then like 3 of those drinks. And I'm super trashed, but I don't notice because what's going on. And at one point, Adam, Ethan, Will, and Dob are all making out with girls at the same time.
Yeah, as they should be.
The same time. And here is when it gets better. These girls, the song ends, and the girls kind of lose interest. And literally,
Not this guy.
they all kind of swap and they start making out with other girls from the same group.
Hold up.
So in other words, Adam,
bro, I remember
except
something-
Adam.
one thing I remember-
Adam had a wife, but in other words, Dom ended up making out with a girl that was making out with Ethan 10 seconds ago.
No, Ethan didn't make it.
I'm not joking.
So you guys just
maybe
swapped
did.
girls?
Yeah, they swapped girls. They swapped girls. They swapped girls.
Addison, Dom, and Ethan Riddell definitely swapped.
No, I know.
But fucking Will
They
got
swapped girls.
sick. Will got sick.
No,
bro.
Will and I swapped girls too, so I'm sitting there,
That bitch
and
was
it's
wild.
like I'm like just standing there, like towards the end, like there's like people were like about to leave, and the girl that's been making out with Will the whole time walks over to me and this other girl that I don't know who it is, but I've been making out with for a minute,
You're good right there. You're good right
and
there.
like. They start making out. I'm like, oh, nice. Like, I'm just going to stand here and watch this shit, I guess.
That's how we do it. I don't think he did that.
And then, like,
don't
2
think he did
seconds
that.
later, the girl that walked up that was making out with Will, that's not making out with this other girl that I was making out with, starts making out with me. And I'm like, oh, nice. Cool. And then I stop. And the other girl looks at me and she goes, what the fuck? And then she starts making out with me. And I'm like, oh, nice. What the fuck? And then we all made out together. And I'm sitting there like, again, oh,
Wait, you
nice.
made out with multiple girls at once?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Nice.
I'm telling you, I made out
back up that story.
I made out
That
with
did
4
happen.
girls in a matter of an hour, and I didn't know
If
any
you add
names,
them all
and
up,
I don't
if you
know
add
what
them
they
all
look
up,
like.
they're 4.
I don't know. That's the thing.
If you
Probably
add them all together, they're
6.5
out of 10.
Probably 6.5, maybe.
Are these the girls that were in the picture you just showed me?
Yeah, one of them.
No,
my wife was in there. My
Yeah,
wife was in there.
he fucked the decent looking one.
He's got a wife. There's no one's fucking wife
Low-key.
like that.
He fucked
Do
that one.
not talk
but he
about her
also,
like
hey,
that.
he made out with the girl that had no chin though.
We'll get to that with Dom.
No,
We'll get to that.
bro, it don't
Dom's
matter.
ruined. Dom's
We gotta
ruined
bring
all
this
that.
shit to life.
Hold on. I think Adam fell asleep.
Adam fell asleep.
You fall asleep. Adam, I'm sorry. Dobby's rushing stuff. He doesn't know how to do real
Sloan goes,
podcasts.
I'm in space. And I'm like, bro, Adam's making out with a girl with no
Don't.
chin.
Oh, okay. This is this one.
That's a couple days later.
That's a
That's a couple
No,
a
it's
couple
literally the next
days
day.
late.
That's the next day. You're right. No, that's
Because we
that's
skipped.
later.
No,
That's
you
later.
just skipped all
That's 2
Friday.
days later.
No, you skipped Friday.
I didn't skip an
That
entire
was 2
day.
days later, Jack.
Oh, it was. But you skipped Friday.
So
You literally went from the
regardless-
night we went
regardless,
there to Saturday at the party.
I'm drinking.
Friday.
I'm drinking
I don't know
away.
what happened.
I'm drinking away.
What happened Friday?
Because these guys are just making out with girls and having a good time. I'm drinking. It's like 5 o'clock in the evening by then, and I don't know what really happened because I was so belligerently drunk by then. All I know is Adam like kind of grabbed me. He's like, "Bro, we gotta go." And I remember like going to the locker. Here's the funny part. I bought the locker, and I put the code in for the locker and didn't tell anybody the code to the locker for all of our shit. So like all of our phones, our wallets, our clothes, everything. And I know the code to the locker while I'm also the most drunk of everybody.
Fucked up.
And it's on the very bottom line of the lockers. So I'm top 3 drunk I've ever been in my entire life. And I'm sitting there trying to balance myself while hitting the code in. And I don't know, how long did I take?
Bro.
About a minute,
Oh,
at least.
this man Sloan.
I just remember like we had a hold of because like
Headbutted-
he tried one time and he like there's people standing around us trying to get in their shit and like Sloan's like bent over like this.
This man
and he starts
Sloan.
falling back like from the keys.
Bro.
And like we're like literally like almost holding him up like
Bro.
Sloan,
And they
like,
don't
get
know the code.
Yeah, like I
This
didn't know
man
the code.
Sloan headbutted the lockers at least 4 times because he had
And
zero
So
balance.
yeah, it's you, me, and
Huh.
it's us 3, and then Ethan. Will is still like out there.
Will's in the pool. So
We're
finally,
skipping so much shit.
so
I'm not
finally-
gonna lie. We're skipping so much shit right now.
No,
We're
we
skipping
skipped all of
so
Friday.
much.
We skipped.
What are we forgetting?
No.
Friday.
I'm just talking about the pool party. We're skipping so much shit from the pool party.
I could tell you, like, I don't remember anything from the pool party.
Will easily bought on his first round. No, he knew he did this shit.
yeah,
Oh, like $300 round. Yeah, $300.
He spent $50.
He bought me a cup of fucking alcohol, literally this fucking big, like
Okay.
a fucking 6-inch
$80.
cup. No. For all 5 of us, that bitch was $250.
Oh yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not buying a drink this entire fucking trip. Are you kidding me?
The good thing is though, like we woke so like that Thursday. So I was Friday night. Like we went to bed. Like we went to bed every night about 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. sometime in that period, and we wake up at 10.
Yeah.
Like we slept like 10 hours tops.
Dob, you keep acting like you're acting to a story, then you just change the story.
You changed the story, Mike. Pool
No, I'm
party.
talking.
I thought you were adding to the story.
Oh no!
and then you just changed the
Then
story.
you interrupted. Now I don't know where I'm going. You lost my train of thought.
Fuck me, man.
You
going.
Slept 10,
Keep going.
You slept 10 straight out.
Keep
10
going.
hours the whole trip.
Probably about
it
yeah.
was more than
In 4
Keep
days,
going,
it was
Adam.
pretty bad.
Fuck. All right, so
So he spent $250.
he spent $250 easy money. Okay.
Yeah.
What was that?
Can we talk about the fuck? Okay, you said I got
Where's it going
married.
with this?
That was kind of big. I don't want to talk about my marriage.
Oh no, you made some like fucking fake ass ring out of plastic and gave it to
that
her.
didn't happen.
So
And we're
I was
like, oh,
on- I
shit,
was
you're
on
married.
Adam's
I
ass.
think, bro, I don't know who sent me. It was one of you two. One of you two set me up with this girl. I think it was Dot, because Dot fucking wedded us.
That was
what?
it.
He was you were the official. You
I was.
said the idea.
Oh yeah, I did.
He was the official.
I don't
I was on
remember that.
Adam's ass from the point we got there that he should get some get a girl, get her like.
That's
talk
the
to
girl you
girls.
gave the one to,
Like
right?
at least just talk to somebody because
Oh, I
he's just
respect
kind of
that.
he's kind of a pussy.
I honestly
So,
thought for a minute you
I was
gave
like,
the
you
one
gotta
to
talk to some
the girl
girls,
with
man.
no chin.
And heaven forbid, we're in that pool party in Chainsmokers because Dob wanted to see Chainsmokers because he's a 15-year-old
Oh
girl.
my god!
And
I couldn't name
and
3
we're at
Chainsmokers.
And next thing you know, Adam's literally
go
like,
listen to
"Dude,
Martin
we're gonna
Garrix
get
or whatever the
married."
fuck his name is.
And I'm
that
like,
song.
no. And he's like, no, for real, we are.
No
gonna get
one would
married.
be there.
And Dob,
Bunch of fucking fake moms.
took a straw to a drink and tied
a straw.
straw
Fuck, it was a
to
straw.
a drink around both of their
Oh
fingers.
yeah, I did do
Yeah.
that.
And
I
married
do
them in the
remember that.
pool.
Like
I
his
didn't
hand.
remember that.
There
You know,
was-
there's places in Vegas you can do that.
I know.
I didn't want to go.
I am
like-
ordained.
I was at a 3-pool pool party.
But there was like
Yeah, but when you married-
200 people. There was like 200 people that knew what was going on, and everybody was like, "Whoa!" When like they actually did it.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not. And like, it was the most Vegas shit in the entire world.
Oh yeah.
What's going on?
What's going
Why
on?
are you pointing
man? What happened, bud?
I was just watching him burp and shit.
Okay.
Fuck. You burping over there?
How you feeling over there, guy?
Straight.
You want
So-
to speak in the mic?
So
How you feeling
that
over there, guy?
happened.
That did happen.
Adam gets married.
All right, thank you.
Adam gets married in the Chainsmokers pool.
I got hitched.
So I'm so belligerently
The second
drunk.
pool.
I'm telling this story from third person right now.
Then why are you telling the story?
Adam, actually, you go from. So I get I open the locker
Because you
and
missed the
and
walk
then we
there.
leave,
You
and then
missed
we
the
leave.
walk there.
Okay, we leave.
Okay, no. Okay, can I say? Okay, when you were, you told the story. You said when you were hammered, just watching us all like make out with people. I saw you in that exact moment. I'm not gonna lie. When you were looking at us, I really thought you were just like you were in like a proud dad moment.
Oh, it was absolutely.
I don't remember.
Just the way you're looking at us.
Absolutely.
It was the funniest shit. Like I was so like that. That got me so hyped. It was. I
mean, it was just fun seeing you. Colin was the exact same person that would be sitting right beside me.
Yeah.
Watching you guys. And I wish Colin was there. Because we would have been losing our asses on this. Because you guys were all like so drunk. I'm like, just so into it.
Yeah,
I
did
you
have
guys
a-
were so like, Vegas, yeah.
I'm not
I did,
gonna lie,
we were
hold
just
on.
making out with girls.
I did have multiple.
Dude,
I
they were
did have-
so into
Hey,
it.
I'm not gonna lie. I was sober as fuck that entire
So
day.
you- so-
I had that first drink Will bought. I didn't have a drink the entire rest of the day.
But we drank a ton like that
You were
morning in
drunk in
like
love.
30
You were
minutes.
drunk in love. We finished
that Jack.
drank-
We finished that Ed Williams.
You were drunk in love.
Surfboard.
You were drunk in love. Surfboard. We drank an entire half gallon of Evan Williams.
Not that morning.
It was like
though.
3. It was like.
Yes, it was.
Not that morning.
was like half.
no.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
It was
We
about
drank
half.
the night before.
No.
It was about half of that half gallon.
What?
You seem awfully in denial right now.
He is.
Denial
He is.
about what?
He is.
About
His wife was.
as drunk as you actually were.
He did drink one drink because it was so expensive. I
At
do
the
respect
at that place, I had one drink. Before that, I did drink in the hotel, and I did have one of them big ass like.
But you know what? It does make sense. It does make sense. Adam's wife, the girl he was making out with, was the best looking girl out of all the girls that all the rest of the guys made out with.
I do appreciate that.
She
very
was the
much.
prettiest girl. She was the prettiest girl.
She was a
We'll get to
very
that.
good looking. She was a very fine.
That
looking
was
girl.
that was Friday night.
That was the first night.
That was
Second night. So
I don't even know where.
So here's this is my personal most funny, even though I was dead ass asleep, the recollection of the story is by far the funniest because I picture it. This is the funniest thing that
Hold
happened.
on.
the
You about
entire
to tell a story from when you were asleep?
Yeah, but I want
Lucid
these guys to
dreams, my
add.
guy.
Lucid dreams.
Lucid dreams.
Okay, let's
All
hear
right,
it.
let's hear it.
Let's hear this
do you
dream
guys want to
story.
tell it?
No.
All right, is this
I want
like-
to hear your dream story.
yeah,
and
let's
then
hear it,
let's hear the real story.
So this is still Saturday night. Like,
So
we get back to
all
our room.
still third story from
So,
what
like,
Adam
yeah.
has told me.
Keep going.
So we leave the locker and I grab everybody's shit and like
Not
I give everybody their book bags and shit. Like we get everything, and I think it's just me, Adam, and his wife. And that's it. I'm not kidding. I think it's just us three.
Okay.
I do
I'm in
not
there
think,
somewhere. And
and I
Ethan's
do
also
think to
there.
my I'm I'm empathetical. Like I think like, okay, I'm really hammered, but like Dob and Will about the like they got together. They got each other. Like Dob and Will are back at the pool. They got each other.
They're
We'll make it
adults.
back. They're adults.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know
Not
Dob was
sorta.
with. I didn't know Dob was with me. I didn't know Dob was with us. Dob.
I am not at the pool.
Dob was with us. He wasn't at the pool.
No, he's not.
He
I was
was
with
with
you.
us.
I was with you.
So in other words, Will's by himself at the pool, and we left. Okay.
And real quick, when we got there, like my dumbass, so like we were only supposed to take like our IDs and like your debit card or something, and like because you get in with your ID and your ticket or whatever, and like to buy drinks. My dumbass was like, I was so fucking hungover / still drunk from the night before. I just brought just my ID. I didn't have a debit card or anything.
Typical
So
Dob.
like I walked into
Typical
like
Dob.
this.
Oh, I forgot my credit card. I don't know. Can you guys buy me $400 in drinks today at the pool?
I walked into a place like on the way there with I was like, hey guys, let's get a drink here. It's like one of those long tubes, and it's like they make them special, like they have like a frozen drink mix with like alcohol. And I walk in and I went to pull out my wallet. I was like, never mind, I don't have my debit card. I always got my ID. So like I walk like we're. It's in a Ziploc bag. It's in a Ziploc bag. So like we get there and I'm like, hey Will, like Will's walking around and he's got his like debit card, his card to get in the hotel room and his ID, and I'm like, hey man, I'll take it and I'll put it in my bag, like my Ziploc bag. So he's walking around with nothing. He doesn't have anything.
He got nothing
like
on
not
him.
his ID.
He's got shorts
and
on
he
his
thinks
ass.
so.
That's
Like
all he has.
so, like we leave.
So we leave, and we're 0.8 miles
But-
walk from our hotel.
Can I interrupt real quick? So
The
like
pool
we're
party is?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So it's
Yes.
it's us three and then Ethan, and like we're walking back to our room, and he's
Adam's
fucked.
wife.
He is the most and Adam's wife,
Yeah, my
and
wife
he's
is
like
there.
really fucked up. Like I had to save his life from walking across a crosswalk in the street. Like I had to grab him.
was-
People were honking. He was fucked up.
Yeah, they had full green light. Cars were
And he's,
running
like,
by
in the
20
middle of it. I
miles
had
an
to
hour.
grab him.
He was
Like,
like,
he was-
fuck these cars.
Yeah. So like I'm walking and Will is still in like in this like resort like pool thing, and he said he got out and he's like, fuck, I lost my friends. Like he and I had talked about this a couple times, and he got back in the pool and he was walking around like this, looking at the bottom of the pool for his ID in his in his
Jesus
car to get his hotel room. 'Cause he had no clue
Imagine
where they're
a pool that's I don't know like the size of this living room, and imagine there
there's three
being
of 'em. And
300
there's
people in this
three of
pool
'em.
the size of the living room.
He was walking around like this.
Yeah.
And Will's looking
Looking
through it.
around.
This is the nastiest
And I had
pool
it the
you've ever
whole
been in.
time.
Oh, I bet.
I had it the whole
Disgusting.
time.
It was disgusting.
So then here's the funniest part. We get back to the hotel. I instantly go to bed at like 6 p.m. at night because I'm so
he was gone.
trashed.
Yeah.
And I don't
You found
see
that
this.
So on the way there, we bought a Crown Royal.
Oh,
We
This
bought,
shit
we,
was
we bought a
classic.
fifth of Crown.
Will did. Will did.
Bought
On the
it,
way there,
and like
on
we
the
had to
walk.
open it because we were still fucked up. And we were drinking that somebody bought a mixed drink and we were just like taking
Yeah.
just changing, and like we couldn't take like liquor into this.
Yeah, Will thought he could bring that bitch in there.
He thought he could bring it in. And we're like, no,
foolish.
dude. So we left it like.
I hid it behind a
quarter-
bush in front of
in this, like,
CVS.
shrubs on this street, and we're walking back and like I barked on my phone. My phone wasn't working anymore because like my dumbass brought in the pool and like all the splash and shit. Like it didn't work for a 24-hour
There it
period.
is.
And so like we're walking back and like I'm kind of leading because I'm starting to sober up, but I'm still
No,
like.
Sloan was leading the entire time.
Yeah, and like I'm making
Sloan
sure
was-
Sloan. No,
never-
I'm at this point. I'm leading Sloan because Sloan's
No,
behind us.
no. Sloan
Because
was
I
in
turn
control
around,
the entire time.
I turn around, and I don't remember where we put this thing, and Sloan's standing there like this with the bottle of
Here's
Crown,
what-
and I'm like,
here's what
oh
the fuck
fuck.
happened. Here's what the fuck happened. We were walking back.
Bro,
Did
you
we
were
lose
married.
another one over there, Drew?
Oh,
Did we lose
damn.
another one?
All right,
Damn.
Pizzle. All right,
We
We
lost-
lost
we
an
got
allergic.
two guys.
We lost a producer.
Hey, time out.
She was the producer.
Question from the crowd.
Clarify.
Question from the crowd.
Okay.
We're at 6 p.m. right now.
Yes.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is 6 p.m. on Saturday.
the night. Like
No, oh yeah.
it's over, but we're at 6
For me,
o'clock.
it was
Oh,
it
for
was
him.
over.
It was over for him.
It was over for me.
This is the afternoon.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yes, it's
Yeah.
6
This-
p.m.
Dude, no, so
morning.
literally, we
We're
would.
at 6 o'clock right now.
So,
This pool
so
party-
We got to the pool party at 9:30.
This is
no,
the-
it was like 11.
No, it was
This is
9:30.
No, we didn't wake up till
got there
10. We
at-
woke up at 10.
No.
We woke up at
No,
10.
we
We didn't
got
get there
there
till
30.
11. We
Bro,
didn't get there
woke
till
up
11.
very late. That we woke.
We
that
woke-
was.
we didn't get
woke
there
up
till like
very-
11.
We were fucking around in the hotel room for a minute. We were
'Cause
having
we
a
were
good time.
drinking.
We were having
We
a
were
good
drinking.
time.
We
in the hotel
finished
room.
off an
I-
entire fifth
Yeah.
of something.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Evan
we- no,
I
we
went and
finished
grabbed
off-
that. I
we
went and
didn't
grabbed
drink-
the wet sign. The wet. This is like the mopping sign, and,
Yeah.
and we were like, so it wasn't until like 11 because the doors opened at 10.
We started
We were like an
drinking-
hour
Okay,
late.
anyways, it's not good for podcast. Don't we do any argument about it.
All right. Anyway, what was your What was your question?
Yeah. What's the question? What's the question
He just
from
wanted to
Craig?
ask if this was
Like,
in the
when was this pool
afternoon.
party?
so
So real quick though, we would
Yeah.
drink. We would
We're
literally.
not at 2 a.m.
We would
No,
drink
no, no,
until
no, no,
about
no. This is
7.
We'll
early.
walk around basically in the middle of the day.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So,
We would
in
drink
other
till
words,
about 6. We would drink till like 5 a.m. and sleep till like 8 or 10, and then wake up and just do it all over again.
the point of my story was, regardless if I was there or not, I was not there for it because I was sleeping. But the funniest fucking part of the entire vacation was that we were all in the hotel room, and Will walked a mile down the Vegas Strip in just his swimming trunks
Yep.
with nothing on him.
Yep.
He tried. It was so fucking hot. He couldn't walk on the sidewalk, and he
Dude.
tried to walk in casinos and shit because it was so hot. Because he had just his feet, and that was it.
No
And they
shirt,
would
no-
not
No,
let
they
him
let him
in.
in, yeah.
They wouldn't let him in because he was wearing just his swimming trunks.
It was at
Yeah.
least a 110 out there.
And it was. Oh
hot.
yeah, it was. It was
was
100
very hot.
degrees
It was
outside,
bad.
and it's 6 p.m. in the
I
night.
would just also like to add, as a first-year basketball coach, Will Dixon may be one of the most unbelievable humans I've ever met.
Oh, by far.
Hey.
I got a
By
question.
far.
I got a question from the crowd.
Without a doubt, unbelievable player. This kid scored 1,800 points in his college career.
I got a question. I got a question. I got a question to this guy.
1,799. But
Call it
Seriously?
1800.
I
Round it
always
up.
tell people
Can
1,899.
Like
I
that-
ask a
that
question to
1800
this guy in the
like-
crowd?
Like that tequila. That boy Willie D like that tequila, huh? 1800.
This kid is absolutely
Shit.
That was tough.
Bro, we usually call him 1800.
So we-
man.
1800 tequila.
so we
his
made
boy.
we made a video.
I like it.
I got a. Oh.
We made a video. I think it was Will's sophomore year,
Yeah, it was.
and it was
You were in Will's- you were in
Who Am I?
Illinois.
Will Dixon.
Yeah.
Who Am I? Was for class, and part of
Yep.
what that like, it was for speech class, an online speech class, and part of it was, I like to push my body to the limits on and off the basketball court.
Very true. That was it. Very true.
That was it.
Hey, I got a question. I got a question.
Yeah,
That transition in Colin's video when he goes from there.
yeah.
and
He goes
to
from
here.
camera A
I
to
got a
camera
pretty
B.
big. I got a.
Dude, that's great.
I got a pretty important question to ask this random fan in the crowd about this basketball play.
And the lonesome awake crowd.
So, with that graduating class with Will, there were a couple other big time people that were pretty important. Can you elaborate on them at all?
Dom, are you talking about you?
No, I'm talking about me.
Do you really want me to answer that?
No.
No,
Don't
not
listen.
anymore.
Okay, so
I did, but
so
not
we've
anymore.
only covered through for your first night.
No, we're
Did you-
technically at Saturday night now. So Saturday night,
Oh,
we get back
this pool
to
party was on Saturday.
yeah. So Thursday night we get there. Friday, we're just hanging out. We went down to the pool in our hotel, and it was pretty cool. We met these females that were staying with us, not with us, but in the same hotel, and they're really cool. And they're from Colorado. Not that that matters at all.
Yeah.
But they're Will, Will and I were sitting there at the pool, and you guys went upstairs, and they wanted to put their stuff there because they thought we were leaving. We're like, nah, but you can put your stuff there and whatever. And Will invited them up to the room Friday night to hang out, and they were really cool. whatever, like hung out with us all weekend. We hung out with them. And that was Friday night. We didn't do anything crazy Friday night. So there was one night we waited in line. No, this was the night you missed.
I was not there.
So Saturday
I was
night, like
sleeping.
we get back from that that party all day. We're crazy. We took a quick nap. Will and I went up to the girls' room to hang out for a minute. And then Adam met us up there, and like you were still sleeping.
Oh yeah, it was hard.
And so like we went out, and the girls were like, "Oh, there's this guy. Like there's like to get into the clubs, you got to pay a cover, obviously." And they're like, "Let's go here. Like we can get in." And like we're waiting in line. We waited in line for an hour, and like we get up there, and like it's $100. And like, fuck, are you serious? We're not paying $100. And like
No.
we're like, who's inside? And they're like, Tyga.
Yeah.
Tyga. Charging like $100 like
Well, that's
to
cheap.
perform.
That's cheap. In
No, that was
Vegas.
the most expensive just to get in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I paid like $25 just to get into like a regular bar, pretty much.
Oh, well, was nobody performing?
Yeah, but like we played
correct.
Chainsmokers, the getting to that big pool party or whatever was like 70.
It was $100.
No, it was less than that. It was like 80.
It was $100.
No, because Will UD bought him. It was like $80.
It was $100.
You're lying.
We're splitting
So,
hairs, fellas. We're splitting
It doesn't matter. So
I don't even know
I
where
may
we're at
have
this
missed.
trip.
I may have missed this, but so you said Will walked back. Did he end up? So he made it back to the hotel.
Yeah.
He tried to fight Dob.
Yeah, so I'm late. Like I'm sleeping on the floor. I get back, so like I'm sleeping. So like Adam.
When Dob told me he banged the door.
Yeah, so Adam and his.
How'd they let him into the hotel?
You can just walk in. Dude, the hotels have like these big doorways where you can just walk in with no like.
That's a good
during
question.
The day,
That's a
during
good-
the
no,
day
that's a
they
good
close
question.
them.
I don't know.
During the
I don't
day
know.
they close them because like they got their poker.
Regardless,
and their-
you're not allowed to walk in
like,
a
they're-
hotel
they're-
without shoes and shirts. So I don't know how they let him in.
Yeah, I mean you technically can. Because we would walk through from the pool at Flamingo through where the blackjack and
Anyways,
stuff.
tell your side of the
like-
story when Will walks in the hotel.
So like I'm sleeping. I took a quick power nap for like 30 minutes. Like I'm asleep on the floor because Adam and his wife are on one bed, and then Sloan
Yep.
is like dead on the other bed.
oh, I was dead.
And like I'm sitting there for like it's like 30 minutes, and then fucking Will comes in, boom, 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 and I open up, and he is like I've seen Will pretty mad. Never seen a man this mad before in my life. I thought I was like, what?
I'd be
He was
pissed
like,
too.
I would have been pissed too. He's like, you left me there with fucking nothing. Sloan's passed out, and then Adam's and his wife and
Didn't
is
he
up
shove
there
you?
fucking.
Didn't he shove you?
No, he never touched me.
Oh, I thought he
No,
shoved you.
no.
You
I
told
mean,
me he shoved you. You pussy.
We never fought.
You pussy. You told me he shoved you.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. The next day, you're like, Will was so pissed off. He shoved
You're
me.
lying.
No. That's what you told me.
I'm gonna call you a liar.
All right. That's okay. That's what you told me.
I'm gonna call you.
That's what he told me. That's what he
I'm
told
gonna-
me.
Hey, look at me.
Isn't that a twist off?
Hey, look at me in the face. Hey, look at me.
Adam.
Look at me in the eyes.
No. Here.
Shots? Hey, look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the
Don't-
eyes.
It's a layman. Oh shit.
The
Is
wedding
your,
ring.
is your wing written?
Wow.
Is it made for that?
That's why I got married.
This
bro.
man is in Vegas married. Yeah, what's up? What's up from
Adam,
the crowd?
Adam,
Hey,
can you
from
get
the
one of
crowd. This is Abraham.
We've been very casually speaking of Adam's wife all night. And
You want to hear some details on Adam's wife?
I would.
I'm in that.
I don't
camp.
know her name. I don't know
So-
what she looked like. I don't know her name.
No, she was very.
She was better than.
Layman, like I said,
She was better looking than the girl that had no chin that Adam made out with.
Okay, well we'll get to no chin. We'll get to no chin.
Adam made out with a girl that had no chin.
So-
me, she's always around, and
Well, this
Dom-
one night,
Dom made out with like 3 ones in that pool. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Will made out with a couple 2s, a couple 3s. Ethan made out with like a bunch of negative 10s. Okay, that's
makes me
Ethan's
feel a little
style.
better.
That's Ethan's style.
makes me feel a little better.
But Adam, he found a diamond in the rough, man. She was actually fun.
She was the
She
cool
was
one.
cute. She was like,
good-looking,
oh,
and
gee, she was great, man. Like, she was actually great.
She was
And
wasted.
she was wasted. But regardless, she was
So
in love.
you're telling me, wait, fun,
Yep,
good looking,
and wasted.
wasted.
Yep.
What was her name? What was her name?
That's what we
Fuck,
call
where's
it.
my
Have you talked to her since?
Where's my phone? Where's my phone? You don't remember her name?
No, I don't remember.
You're a demon.
Why should
Hell
you remember
yeah,
her
bro.
name?
It don't fucking matter.
You are what's wrong with today's world.
yeah.
I hope you have a
You
kid
are
walking
what's
around.
wrong.
I hope you have a kid out
today's
there walking
world.
around.
I might.
I respect the shit out of
So
that.
you guys just made out with these girls at pool parties? That's it?
Much, yeah.
No. So then,
Yeah,
so
we.
then,
I mean, we
He
did.
said pretty much.
Pretty much. And then when we were making out with the girls, we were losing money and fucking getting hammered.
I remember you losing my hat. That's all I remember.
Bro, so I was up at one point $600 in blackjack, and I ended up down $1,000 in blackjack.
So the next day, I went to bed at 6 p.m. I woke up at 3 a.m. These guys are still partying hard with the girls they met.
Yeah.
We all were hanging out with in the hotel. The next morning, so they went to bed at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. I went to bed. I was like, obviously totally rested. I went back to bed. I woke up at like 9 in the morning, and then went and got a good spot at the pool.
That was the night. That was the night you woke up. We got that burger from my fucking joint down there.
Yes. No,
This was the girl that Adam made out with on Sunday.
Fuck me,
Yes.
man.
No chin.
So Adam,
Fuck.
this is great. This is great because I'm glad Layman just asked us about Adam's wife because I'm not joking. So Adam, by far, out of the 4 guys that are single trying to get some girls, Adam by far is the luckiest guy of the whole bunch. And she's a sweetheart. She's beautiful.
She was nice. She was Colorado.
So then the next day,
Sunday.
the guys
It's Sunday.
go to bed really late because they went to the pool party. They stayed awake, and I was on a totally different sleep schedule than these guys. I go to the pool early
Ran into
to
this
get a
guy
good
like
spot.
4 a.m.
I go to the pool to get a really good spot. So I'm there and I'm drinking Angry Orchards for like 4 hours before these guys even wake up. And it's like noon by then. I'm really drunk. I feel like shit, but I'm still drinking. And these guys finally all walk down. And we all I get new energy. Even though I want to go to sleep, I'm like, oh, let's just hang out, guys. Let's go out to the pool.
Was it back?
And our pool was packed full of people. So the guys go typical, to their, the typical guy, single guy thing, let's get some girls. Let's get some girls. Let's get some girls. So we're we're all hanging out. We're talking to girls,
You know what I'm talking about that, right?
trying to get these guys some girls. And Adam decides this girl without a chin is the girl he should pursue. I'm not kidding.
Bro,
The girl without a chin.
Fuck.
The
So,
girl
this is all
without
going
a
down,
chin
and,
is who he decides he wants to talk to.
So I heard she had a great personality.
No, she did not.
People say.
She did not.
Hey, I'm not gonna
So-
lie to you.
Great personality.
So I don't know if we could get into this, but obviously weed's legal, right, in Vegas?
Yeah.
I wasn't
Okay.
high.
So we had gummies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is Sunday. I'm 2 gummies deep, and I'm just standing in the middle pool, and Son's standing next to me, and he's
This
also.
is the first time I've ever done an edible in my entire life.
And I look at him, he's
Yeah.
like, "Bro, I'm in space."
I
I'm
was
like,
in
"Yeah,
space.
bro." We're fuck. We're just standing there.
I spent an hour not saying a word, and then I finally looked at Dob to the right of me, and he just goes, and that was it. That was the only thing I remember.
you remember the whole thing? So it was earlier in the day. It was earlier in the day where they're hitting balls around
Yeah.
and stuff, and it's natural for a male. Just when a ball is everyone just flocks the
Yeah.
ball,
Natural.
ball. Dude, we were just
But we weren't.
oh no, we were.
Oh,
We were. But
He-
people were hitting
he was
us the
in
ball,
space.
and we were trying to hit people
I was
in the
in
head.
space.
You remember people? Remember we were trying to hit people in the head with the ball.
We only counted a point if we hit someone in the head.
That shit was classic.
Bro, it was just that was
That
so
shit
fun.
was classic.
We would literally hit the ball, and this big pool of 1,000 people just spread out, and you're really supposed to hit it and down, just keep hitting it back and forth,
Friendly game.
from here to that wall or
Very
whatever.
friendly.
We're hitting it and we're watching it, hitting it everywhere, and just seeing if it hit anybody in the fucking dome. Oh, dude,
Hey.
so much fun.
Does anybody,
All right, so
does anybody have more stories they want to tell?
Can I give my perspective from the
So
fucking
we're
no
all right. So at one
female?
point we're both just baked out our goddamn minds, just standing there in the middle of the pool, and I look at Sloan. He goes, "Bro, I'm in space," and I'm like, "Nice, dude. Me too."
We were still there for 4 hours. For 4 hours in the pool without
I
saying a
ate
word.
2 gummies. I'm floating. I'm absolutely floating. I don't know what's going on.
I've never done an
And then I
edible
look
before,
over-
and I took it. My first edible was 10 grams.
Yeah, they're
20,
doesn't
tiny.
mean
20,
anything
20,
now.
if you, 20 if you took 2.
So
I don't really-
I took one.
So we
He's
look
like, oh,
over
you're
at
10.
Adam, and he's making out with a girl, and she got, and she has no chin, and I'm literally.
She looked like she was
If you say
surprised.
that Adam made out with a girl with no chin one more time, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So,
She had no chin, bro.
Colin, you know how you looked when you smell something really bad, and you're like,
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah.
that's what she looked at like all times.
Is this the wife?
No, totally different girl.
For a minute, I thought
No.
he fucked
He
her.
has
I know,
tasted
I know.
the best out. He has tasted the best there at Vegas has to offer, and then he just goes to slumps, and he just dates. He just starts making out this girl that looks like a hand puppet.
like this.
She's just like a hand
I'm
puppet.
dead ass serious.
She looks
if
like
you can
Kermit the
look from
Frog, bro.
side, she
Like a
got-
hand puppet. That's good. That's
She was like a hand
good.
puppet.
Look at this.
That's a hand puppet.
That's her.
Type in a hand puppet on your phone.
Oh gosh.
That's what she looks like.
And then so like we had like 4 or 5 like of the lawn chairs sitting in the back, and like we're all sitting up there, and I got like a buck of beers, and we're like fucked up, and we look over, and it's like Will, Sloan, me, and we're just sitting there like fuck. And then we look over, and Adam,
Dude,
and she's
so
sitting on
stoned.
Adam's lap, and we're like, "Fuck."
Can I say something?
Yeah, let's hear what you guys
Honestly,
say.
Dude, I've
Like,
never.
low-key, when you were telling me about
I've
how,
never
like,
asked your opinion on the chinless wonder. I've never. Tell me, please.
What was that neck like?
most
What's that chin, huh?
it was pretty poor.
Did you ask her? Did you ask her
it'd be
where
like-
her chin went? Did she donate her chin to
Bro,
a
Mike
child
Tyson.
in care?
Mike Tyson
You
punched.
guys said you wanted his opinion, and you just kept talking.
Okay. I'm just trying to get my questions in.
Mike Tyson.
Okay, stop it. Stop it, Dob. Stop it, Dob. Stop it, Dob.
Mike Tyson.
Stop it.
Dab, say what you gotta say, man. You're
Can I
bursting
say
from the
this?
fucking toe.
I think it's fun.
Just go ahead.
It's like Mike Tyson punched her in the jaw and disappeared.
Okay, that wasn't funny. Go ahead.
Terrible. That was terrible.
My boy's in that poultry, bro.
That was Friday night. Shout out to Ethan. He's saving our country. Shout out to the boys back home that eating that poultry.
Adam, please tell
All
me.
right. The only reason
You put a lot of pressure on me.
this is fucked up. The only reason I gave this chick a piece of mind was because like when the ball was getting like hit around or whatever. Oh, you remember there was like a big. I was drunk. Let me preface this.
Okay.
There was like a big ass like duck in the fucking pool that people
Yeah,
were,
it
like,
was
sitting on.
huge.
yeah.
I fucked around. I grabbed the head. I fucking like it was fucking like sucking my dick or whatever.
Yeah.
That's where you
And
fucked up.
That's where she was like right next to me. She's like, "Oh, can I be next?" I was like, "Fuck it."
Nice.
But the thing is,
I'm not gonna
but the thing is, she ain't got no neck to give. She ain't got no
I
neck to
thought she
give.
didn't have a chin. Now she doesn't have a neck.
No, she sucked
just-
Adam's dick so hard she lost her chin.
Oh, okay.
So she says this. I'm like, okay, I'm drunk. I'm like, yeah.
She
fuck.
said, "Can I be next?"
Yes, that's what she said.
She's a slut.
She is a slut. So fuck.
Damn.
So
Dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Did
okay,
you-
and
did you
remember her
met-
name?
hold on.
Did you
she
get her
goes
name?
to talk. She proceeds to like start talking to me and stuff. And I see she has an accent. I'm like, oh, what's your name? Don't remember her name, but she was Brazilian. And I was like, just go ahead and start dancing. Like, let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
But she had a very big ass, so like that's
Yeah,
kind
I
of why.
get
I'm
that.
not gonna lie, that's why.
Time out. Did you fuck her?
No.
You actually fucked the other girl?
Yeah, the other girl. You kidding me?
He
I
fucked
don't
his,
know which girl.
he fucked his wife the last night. Yeah. Like 3 hours before he got on the plane.
Yeah.
That's a flex.
You fucked. You what?
That's a flex.
Hey,
yeah.
Sloan, congrats on the sex bud.
No, I didn't. Adam did.
Sloan was like, I can't get there Wednesday or Thursday or what was it Wednesday night to hang out because like the wife wants me to stay around for the evening.
Hey. I think it's fine. Can we stop talking about Vegas and just talk?
Is Vegas
About
over?
Vegas.
I
I mean,
think
we're,
so.
like it's gonna get.
I feel
funny.
like-
wait, we gotta let him
It
finish
hasn't
his
been
story.
that
We gotta let
funny.
him finish his story.
No, I just feel like it's just we just
It's just
start
it's,
talking.
dude,
What is the,
Vegas was so off script you can't script
Yeah.
like the talk about it.
yeah, I mean,
like if you want to
we've
go
probably
through
done
step by
that.
step-
Dom, trust me, none of this has been scripted at all.
Yeah, but even that's like even that's like more scripted.
Right when we
than,
turned the
like,
camera on,
what-
like it dropped off. I'm not gonna lie.
When we
No.
turned the camera on,
turned
you
on.
weren't
I wouldn't
you
say
weren't
that.
you weren't
I wouldn't
talking
say
about
that.
anything before then. We wouldn't let you.
that's the thing is like if you,
I know,
if,
but it was so fucking funny.
if we go
I was laughing a lot.
if we
more.
go
Can we
off the
start
top
off?
to his
Can we
age-
start off the new phase of the podcast with my question?
what is the recording at right now?
It's at least hour 15.
We're probably at like 45 minutes.
50 minutes. 55. 55.
It was at hour 15. I started over 8 minutes.
No, that's the video. The
Damn. Why
the
were we
way
talking that
the
long?
the other one,
Are we
the
going to
big
bed
thing.
tonight? Layman, how you feeling over there, crowd?
Lame is chilling like a villain.
Layman, we got any beer
I
left
love
in the
that.
fridge?
Even
Fucking.
better. We got some
Okay.
Angry Orchards going.
I love that
Bro,
Lame.
Probably
You want to make
Grab
me?
the mic.
3 left.
Can you make me a? You want to make me a Kettle One and like?
All right.
Some,
Guys.
You want to make me some, bub?
I've been eager to get. off this
I
Vegas
appreciate
shit.
you.
Hold on. What?
I've been eager to get off this Vegas shit and just ask. me
Oh,
questions.
okay.
Yeah. Hey, just go through your thing and then just like say it and then we'll talk
Okay.
about
This
it.
is for Colin first because he's been quiet because he hasn't been.
Colin,
able-
Colin has
Well, I
not.
This is
wasn't
Colin's
there.
podcast.
I was-
Yeah, he wasn't there, so it's like,
Yeah.
I want to hear Colin's voice.
If Colin was
Alright.
there, Colin would have been the dad and been make sure we wouldn't die.
I'd have been really frustrated.
Colin
the whole
would have been
time.
with me.
yeah. I was
Very
frustrated.
he would have been very pissed off at me that I was betting as much money as I was on blackjack. That's
I
for
lost $1,600 in a matter of 2 hours.
That's stupid.
sure. I didn't know that.
Yes.
I did not know
I was
that
up
part.
$600.
Stop.
Next thing I know, it's down
Stop.
That sounds
$1,000.
irresponsible.
Stop.
Dog.
Every time-
It was.
Stop.
But I was trying to
Stop.
flex for these girls.
Stop.
So
Stop.
shout
Stop.
out
Yeah,
to
that's
those
not-
girls.
Will
Stop.
at the table.
Stop.
And I was drinking coffee at
Stop.
fucking
This guy's-
5 a.m.
Stop.
I was drinking. We were drinking
Stop.
coffee at 5 a.m.
That was the night he got fucked up.
Stop.
Yeah, exactly. The night we ran into him, and then we remember.
sorry,
remember,
guys.
we
You
were
missed
wa-
a good fucking
we,
time.
dude,
Sorry,
bro.
Dubs, talking
We were
about-
walking in. Yeah, well,
sorry,
you missed a
Dubs, talking about
lot.
losing
We were
money.
walking in to some club. I don't know what's going on.
It was
But,
just, bro. It wasn't even a club. It was just like a little. It was like a
we were
little-
gonna go to Tyga, and we were gonna pay $100 to watch fucking
I can
Tyga
hear you.
perform. Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch.
So,
Rack
All right,
City,
is this
bitch.
Vegas shit
Titties
over?
suck on my
please be
titties,
over.
bitch.
I have a great
Like fucking
question.
Tyga's trash as
Cut it.
shit.
Cut it.
And we're about to pay $100. Wait in
Okay.
line. We waited in line
Okay.
for like an hour and a half.
okay.
Talk to him.
So, boys,
Yeah, it's called Rack City.
here's a
Thank
question.
you.
This,
I was like junior high school.
this is for Colin first to answer.
Okay. Do we get a feed in this?
No,
Oh shit.
this is him first.
So this is
Everybody shut the fuck up.
segment 2 of the podcast where we stop talking about Vegas and
You should probably make this 2 sections, actually.
no, this is all the same thing.
Okay.
When are we gonna talk about the NBA tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay. I just want to make sure we give.
This is a question. This is a question for just for Colin right now. Then after he's done answering, everybody else can answer their own. So Adam, you next. Then Dob. Then I guess
I have
can go.
no idea in what direction this is about to go,
I like it.
and I like it a
Let's
lot.
keep going. I
just wanna hear it.
I like it a lot.
This question.
Colin. So tomorrow morning, dude, I can hear that ice so well.
Yeah, I did
It's-
hear it too.
What's the question?
Tomorrow we wake
Just
up.
wait for the ice. Hold on.
Never mind.
Wow, that's fucking crisp. Holy shit. Good for you, man. You got some good stuff here. You got some good
I
stuff.
love it, man.
This is
I
awesome.
love it.
This is so
You know
fun.
how more legit this makes it? I mean, really though.
Being able to hear yourself.
That
Yeah.
is totally different.
Oh, you mean the mics?
No, everything involved with it.
Yeah.
Mics, the headphones,
This little
the
thing
camera,
over that mic. Are
everything.
you kidding me?
Hey man, this is
It's typical
I
stuff.
hate to ask this question in the middle of this, but for breakfast tomorrow, what are we doing for breakfast? I really, dude, I'm
Whatever.
hungry.
A little
we got
VK.
we got
we
eggs.
go to
We could go to
VK?
VK. Whatever.
Dude,
Yeah,
let's
I'm
go to
gonna-
VK.
I
Yeah.
made VK in a minute. That's what I was wondering.
How many heads we got?
Let me wait on you.
We got Shababin.
I think he's done with the ice. We're good.
Okay, so
Alright.
all right, Colin, this is for you. Tomorrow morning we wake up,
Okay.
okay, at this house,
Yeah.
and only are the nasty boys from college, from trying, are the only ones that survive. The only ones that are alive
In the world.
in the world.
So there's only dudes.
Okay.
I don't think we're getting very far.
Okay,
Fuck, what is this?
you have to. A genie shows up, and
Yeah.
you have to marry one of us, fight one of us, and have an affair with one of us.
Well, you have a fair if you're not like, oh,
You're married.
I didn't hear the married part. Oh, I heard.
Who do you who do you marry? Who do you fight? Who do you marry? Who do you fight? And who do you have an affair with? Out of only our friends,
What
the fuck?
you have to.
Sloan,
Hey,
I
You
was,
have to. You have to. You have to.
My expectations for that were a lot higher than they should have
sorry.
been. I think.
I think it's
Bro,
funny.
low key, I
I'll
thought that was
answer it.
profound.
I think it's
I'll
funny.
answer it.
I think it's funny.
Can I answer it?
No, it's for Colin.
This is for Colin.
He has to answer this question.
But the thing is, he's not going to answer.
What did you? Hey, what were you
Okay.
expecting?
I
What were
have
you
no
expecting?
idea.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's
I
good.
wasn't
That's very
expecting that,
good.
but
That's
I'll
very
answer
good.
it.
So I have to marry one of my friends.
Yep.
I have to
Hypothetically,
fight
this
one
is
of
all
my friends.
allegedly. And hypothetical.
Oh, really? Is it, Dob?
Yeah, it's all hypotheticals.
I thought this was gonna be real.
You don't know.
I know.
What the fuck?
Hey, the crowd can't speak up. Crowd. Hey, crowd. Where's the crowd at? Crowd. Shut the fuck up, crowd. You paid to get in here. I'll kick the fuck out.
Tom is so flexing because just because he has a microphone. That's literally a lie.
I just gotta hold this
Tom
bitch
has
up
a
to my
microphone
face.
so he feels like he's in so
I
much
gotta hold
charge.
this bitch up to my face.
All right, Colin. Who do you
I
marry?
have to marry one,
Marry, yeah.
fight one,
and have an affair
and
with
have an
one.
affair with
Hey,
one.
you're not fucking one.
So in other words, you're cheating.
No.
You're cheating on your husband with who? Then that's what I mean.
What if he ain't gay?
No, you have to be gay.
Oh.
You have to be gay.
No, you gotta. Yeah.
So I'm gay.
Listen, being gay is not that bad.
That's not that bad. Yeah.
No, I just
That's
put
the
your
worst thing.
put yourself in a humorous, funny situation where we're all fucking friends, but we
Pictures
all
of
still
pictures.
like suck dick. I don't
Okay. Okay.
know. Imagine that.
So who?
Imagine it.
Imagine that.
You want to suck somebody's
So-
dick. All right.
I'm trying to think of like all the people that are in our friend group from then. Is it like?
I mean, you can add people out of the, I guess, out of left field if you want. Like, but I just think it's typical like us four. So Colin, Adam, Dob, me. We fucking add Lehman. We got
Colin,
Ethan.
Adam, he's
Ethan, Soap,
Go ahead, soap.
kill soap.
Ben,
Easy answer, kill
Jared,
soap.
Bagley, JR.
Hey, Tom.
Can we all take a minute to appreciate Soroka? He's never come
No,
up with
soap.
a conversation.
Are you saying Soroka or soap?
Soroka.
Soroka.
That's who I'm
Oh,
talking
shit. I thought you said soap.
about.
I didn't say soap.
We can throw soap in there. 'cause he's-
Soap's in there.
We don't need-
I said kill soap. I said kill soap.
S'mores.
I'm talking about Soroka because I feel like he's a dear friend of all of us.
Oh, yeah. I like Ben.
Oh, very much so.
Shout out to Ben Soroka, man.
Shout out Ben. I miss that
we playing
dude.
footsies
I miss that
down
dude.
there.
I haven't seen Ben in a year. I miss that
I'm just trying to get into this gay thing, bro.
Oh, yeah. 2 weeks. Okay. Shit. Fuck.
S'mores. Ellis Cummings.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
I mean, like, just
Yeah, the group. Yeah.
maybe not guys that we would all hang out with together at all times, but like guys that like we all
Jordan
have inside
Craig
jokes about too.
Just trying, guys.
Yeah.
Colin Dotson, Jordan Craigalow, Hershey syrup. I don't know.
Hershey's. Oh, all right,
was the
Colo.
last one you said?
Colo.
If you don't fuck me, I swear to God.
There's no fuck.
Leave it an option, my guy.
So is that the affair? Basically, is
Yeah.
having an affair with somebody or fucking them?
pretty much.
Yes.
I hope
Pretty
you don't
much.
Fuck me. That's. If it's
You have to
one
pick
of
the
those-
marriage first. Who you get married first?
Yeah.
Imagine you're gay. Like, that's what you want.
That's what I'm imagining. I was already playing footsie down under the table with Adam to try to get
Adam
into
be good
character
husband.
It's
here.
very
Adam be
sensual.
good husband.
It's very sensual.
As just a normal dude, I just want to say this is fucked up.
All right, it's okay.
I don't know if I can.
What's a
answer.
normal dude, Dob? Gay people aren't normal?
No, like, dude, I just could not. Like,
Oh, come on, man.
It's hard to put yourself in that spot. Like, you're not gay. You know what I
I'm
mean?
having trouble with it.
That's what I would do. I couldn't like.
He's not. You don't think?
I don't know who I would
do the
marry.
Kill, but like, fuck, like. who
I
am
don't want
gonna
to fight
fuck
anybody
that's
because I don't like
dude?
fighting. I don't like all that stuff.
I
don't wanna fight
can think-
anybody.
I can think of somebody.
I respect.
I don't want to fight Jake.
No lie. I was gonna say
Colin's gonna fight Jake.
I was gonna say
Jake.
for sure he was gonna marry Jake. No lie. I thought he was gonna marry Jake.
Colin, nope. He's gonna fight Jake.
You can't marry Jake.
So he's gonna fight Jake.
All right, whatever.
So who you marrying?
I feel like if you don't marry Jared Holmquist, like you're kind of a
Hey, Bob.
weirdo.
I like basketball and I keep my shit clean. You can marry me.
Dob.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Dob. This is Colin's
We have
question.
a lot of interests.
Dob, this is
I
Colin's
just wanna say,
question.
like, we like the same music.
Dob.
I just want to say, like, I
Damn.
like low key. I'd be.
We do like the same
This is the
music.
fucking Bachelor?
Yeah, I think it is.
Dishes. Like, I'd probably do laundry.
Is
This
he
is The
making his
Bachelor.
pitch to me right now?
I think he hopes he picks you.
I mean, what's your answer? Is that
like,
your answer?
You go to work 9 to 5. I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna be like, yeah, come
No, you're gonna have been sitting at home playing video games all day.
Word.
Do you
Yeah.
want to marry Colin?
Yes.
I think he does.
Hey, Layman, shut the
I think
fuck up.
so. I like it.
He's supposed to answer.
But here's
I'm just
why
throwing
I
my
asked the
pitch,
question the way
I
I
just don't
do.
want to
Okay.
die.
Here's why I asked the question why I do. Because even though like Dob might be the best guy to like if you were
Yeah,
actually
who
gay.
wouldn't want to marry me?
In your
I
marriage.
literally don't give a
Here's
fuck
the screwed up part of it.
about anything.
Hold on.
I'm just cool with doing whatever. I'm down
That's
to just
true.
fuck. Like, I'm
Use
pretty
it, hold
happy
on.
guy.
Use the goddamn mic
Dude,
down.
it's hard. It's hard.
You're
when it's
not.
like,
You're not using the mic.
Yeah.
Here's a
I'm
screwed up
cool
part.
with this dude and like whatever. Like I'll just sit there. I can sit in my goddamn room by myself with a TV for 24 hours and I'll be
This is Dom's,
extremely happy.
This is
like,
Dom's
on,
pitch
like this,
to the females that are watching the video.
Yeah.
that-
Hey, you want nobody you can cheat on, whatever, and go fuck other dudes? By all means, that's cool. I'm gonna be sitting at home. It's a joke.
You're a cuck?
It's a joke.
I don't think it's a joke. I don't think it's a joke.
That would-
Sound like one.
all right, you guys.
Nobody laughing.
Dob, this
a
is
joke.
Colin's question.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
He's over here.
I'm doing my pitching to get
I'll
married.
ask you in a bit. Hold on.
I'm marrying myself.
Holy shit. So here's a special part of the
Call of
question.
Duty comes out
You're
this
gonna marry
Thursday. I'm
the
gonna
guy.
I'm
play
gonna
with
have
it.
an affair with Ethan.
But you're gonna.
Oh,
Oh, dude, that's
Yeah,
funny.
right.
Yeah.
He's good. Hey,
Perfect. So you're married. I'm gonna marry Dob.
hey, time out. Who got that good D? I got that good D.
I got that good
I
D.
got that good D.
You gonna marry Dob?
Who wouldn't want to marry me? Yeah. Look.
I don't really know who else, so I'm gonna marry Dob.
Damn.
Fuck yes, let's go. Let's go.
Dude, Ethan's a good pick.
I can
Ethan's
do
a good
anything.
pick.
And I'm gonna fight.
Thanks, guys.
You're gonna fight back. You're gonna fight back. Like,
Would you marry me?
It's coming.
I
Would
don't
you
want to
marry
fight
me?
anybody, man.
Doesn't matter.
Come on, hey.
You haven't answered.
Hey, go. What's in your gut? I want to hear what's in your gut.
Ellis
feel like-
Cummings. I'd fight
I feel
Ellis.
like I'd-
no, Miles Copeland.
I feel like I'd lose a fight to everybody. Craig Lowe. Craig Lowe.
All right,
That's a good answer.
that's fair.
Our senior year, that trip to Chicago, Wisconsin over Christmas break.
Chicago, Wisconsin.
Well, it was like we played North Central.
You ever been there, brother? You ever been there?
Bro, we stopped in Chicago, played. I got the hiccups.
North Park. We got smacked
We
by
played
North Park.
Oshkosh Bagosh.
Oshkosh,
That's a story.
Bagosh.
That's what we played.
That is a story.
No, we played them.
I got the hiccups.
I'm doing questionnaire and you're just.
Yeah,
Dude, it's hard to talk when you got hiccups.
yeah, but you're taking this to a whole other place. Were you about to tell a story about a fucking trip to Wisconsin?
Yeah,
In
it's
Chicago,
God's
Wisconsin.
land. All right, let's
Dude,
just
Dob
continue
went to
on.
Wisconsin
Let me
and he
get
saw a moose.
I've been with.
That's it. That's the end. Adam,
Sir.
who do you marry?
Fuck.
Who do you fight? And who do you have an affair with?
Fuck. That's honestly the toughest question. You know, like.
I swear to God, dude, we ain't gonna be friends anymore if you don't marry me.
See, that's why I thought about it a lot. Actually, I thought about this question for like 4 days.
Why?
And because I thought it was like, it makes you think a lot.
I could answer this in a
It makes you think.
I could
a
answer this in a
lot.
heartbeat. I could answer this.
It really does.
It's marry, fight, cheat.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I could answer this in a heartbeat.
Honestly, I'm gonna marry Jared
why?
because my last year of playing basketball, Jared was already graduated, and he showed up to he showed up to like a lot of our games, and whenever I would go out, when I was called, like I was one of the starters, so whenever I got called and went out, I always
Easy flex.
stop. Whenever I went out, I would always look at Jared. I'd give him one of these, and that was it. I'd just point at him, and that calmed me down for whatever reason. This sounds
Jared's just a
extremely
good guy, man. Jared's just like a. He's like your American Dream white picket fence kind of guy, golden
Hardcore,
retriever.
dude.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
He's just a happy guy.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
He's always positive.
Hardcore.
I'm a happy guy.
Yeah, you're a happy guy, Dob.
Your tail's wagging over there.
League pass for all the boys.
I don't know.
Bought that
Shout
shit
out.
today, so I just
Shout
wanted to let
out.
you know if you need it, I got you.
Okay, so he's
Hey.
marrying Jared.
You're marrying
Jared.
which is very good. Whatever you said right
Who
there.
you killing?
We got.
I'm not killing anybody. That's not
Who you
that's
fighting?
not-
Who you fighting?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight Ethan.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fight Ethan.
Fuck yeah.
That's good.
He makes me so mad sometimes with like just how he goes about his business.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just
Like
like
carefree.
yeah, we all get
Carefree. No, we all agree.
We all get it.
it makes me so mad.
I agree. I
it's
totally
like,
agree.
bro, just
Like he hurts himself. Like he's his worst enemy.
he hurts himself.
Like, in a
But
way,
I feel like
you
he
know?
does it. I feel like he kind of does it for show though. Sometimes, like he wants that,
He wants attention.
and I don't like that.
In a way.
It makes me mad.
Yeah.
But he's a very fucking good dude.
Like he'll fuck a one just to tell us about he fucked a one, and he'll feel bad for it.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
he'll know he's on he'll know he's already on medication, and he'll go and drink and he say I had hallucinations at the hospital
Yeah.
just so we can say that shit,
Yeah,
and it makes me mad.
I think so. I agree, actually.
But as soon as any one of us needs something, he'll fucking fly 2,100 miles and come out and fucking do what you need.
Dom, what is going on, dude? You got the hiccups? Dude, you're like a 4-year-old. I take it back. I'm not marrying him.
Could you imagine if I was married? Could you imagine these two married? I didn't believe when you said it. I was like, there's no fucking way.
He made a good pitch, but
I got
He made a good pitch because he sounded super homosexual.
I just don't know who else. I'll marry you, Sloan.
Bro, no lie, you would.
Sloan would be like, what the fuck? Where's my chick?
Let me. Hey, I don't want to.
Soroka would be.
It would be a catch. I think you two would
There's always-
gel really
there's
well
always-
together.
I feel like Soroka might have a drinking problem.
I watched a man drink for 35 straight days.
I could see
He's got
Sloan.
a lot of problems.
I could see Soroka being like 50 years old and coming home from a long day as a lawyer and just hitting the sauce and then like beating my kids or something like that. Even though we're gay and we can't have kids together.
I love that we gotta, guys. We gotta think that we're gay right now. This makes it so much better. Please think that.
He said Ben Soroka coming home, hitting the sauce, and then being my kid.
He's just drinking $400 bottles of scotch
Bro,
and by the fucking bottle.
Hey, he's still drinking that 12-year straight from Gary.
Yeah, is that Jen Valit? Is that Jen Valit? Is that Jen Valit? Is that 25-year Jen
I don't
Valit
think
I
Ben
ain't
would
drinking
ever
that on the
hit
rocks?
any kids.
No, that was obviously like a caricature of what
No, I
Ben,
know, I
like
know.
a Ben's character, but
Dude, I've
But,
never,
like-
I've never had more fun with Ben than doing those like the Running Man videos.
Oh, dude.
Those
shit was
like
classic.
those 2 nights we did those videos.
Oh, that was
Oh, my
classic.
god,
Adam.
he was all about it. Like,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
it was his idea. He fucking jumped off the roof.
What?
Jumped off a roof for it. And it was
Yep.
like,
What, do we have that? Okay,
So who
I've
you
never seen
marrying?
that
Who
one.
you
you
Yeah,
never
that-
seen that?
Adam, who you marrying?
Jared already. I said that. Who am I having an affair with?
Who you fighting? Ethan.
I'm fighting Ethan.
Who you in an affair with?
That's on. Fuck. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
So like,
fighting with
imagine.
is
So
hard.
you're in love with Jared Holmquist.
That's my guy.
He is your husband. He is your life.
He probably ain't got that good D.
Who?
He probably doesn't. He probably don't got that good D.
Imagine like he's your everything. Who do you actually think is worth fucking the butt?
What?
this is kind of hilarious.
So you talk shit on my question initially.
I was blindsided by it. You
Okay,
know?
you talk shit about it, but now here
It's
we
actually
are.
kind of funny.
Here we are.
Hey,
It's pretty funny.
Hey, all right.
What is Dick?
This is
basically
tough
what we're
because like
asking,
the
right?
way you're prefacing this, like you're making me sound extremely homosexual, and like my reasoning for this.
That's what we are right now.
Is extremely
We're all
asexual.
homosexuals.
That's the point.
I know.
I suck dick for a living, bro.
Hey,
We're all gay right
your
now.
wife's right there.
$5.
She knows it. Hey man. Hey man. You got $5? Yeah, okay,
Suck your
anyways.
dick for $5.
Fuck.
I took 2.
Fuck. Who am I having an affair with?
Me.
No.
Oh wow, fuck you.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
I respect
Dob
that.
just wants to be involved in any
I
way
do, it's
possible.
fun. It's fun. It's
Any
fun.
way possible, he wants to be involved.
I'll kill Dob. Nice, dude. Let me just kill me.
There's no killing. Remember, there's no
Yeah.
killing.
yeah,
in
fuck
this.
See,
One
I
kill,
didn't
one
add
die,
killing in the
whatever.
question because I was like, none of us want to kill each other.
No.
So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna fight
That's why I said fight. That's why I said fight.
We all
Because like fighting is like totally different.
Yeah. It definitely is.
no brainer.
Honestly, having an affair, I'd probably say you, Sloan
Damn.
Whitaker.
Oh, I thought you were
Damn.
playing. Yeah.
And because
You have a good time.
I got a nice ass.
that's honestly a very big bonus. But I see. This is where it gets weird because like it's like a sexual thing, but then I'm gonna talk about some real shit.
Well,
He's my
Explain.
I want to hear this. This is gonna be
Please
good.
explain to me why you'll have sex with me.
see, this is why I'm kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna say this. Sloan Whitaker is who I base like my senior year off of, like how I approached basketball my senior year. Because Sloan obviously had a rough time in terms of like playing. Hey, Sloan obviously had a rough time with playing time at Trine. Well, he stuck it out like a fucking man. And
Now you want to stick him like a fucking man.
fuck me. See, like, what? You're sick for that. You're sick for that. Fuck. I mean, I can't wait. You're sick. That was hey. All right.
Hey.
Wow.
He wants to reward me. He wants to
I
reward
want
me.
to reward him.
Yes. He wants to
I
reward
want to
me.
reward.
with
I want to reward
my-
the fuck out of him.
My stiff butt on the bench. He wants to reward my stiff butt with some grade A penis.
Fuck, man.
Wow.
He gonna be pounding you over that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have an affair with Sloan. I'm gonna have an affair with Sloan.
On the flip side of that,
I don't even want to hear.
on the flip side of that,
On the flip side of
Adam,
that, sir.
you think I would be willing to have an affair with you, even though Jared's one of my good friends?
Oh yeah,
That's fucked up.
it is fucked up, man.
You
It's fucked up, man.
See what's
Brought up
weird?
this
I would.
question.
That's
I would,
fucked up.
What's weird? I could
Brought up
interchange
this
them on like the
question.
marriage
It's
to like
fucked
a
up.
fair, like very quickly. I could interchange
very
you
fucked
two.
up.
It's fucked up. I'm a fucked up guy.
Jared's if like I'm like so like
Adam, as one of your closest friends, I'm disappointed I'm not in that grouping somewhere.
Honestly, dog.
What you want to?
Dobbs
like,
disappointed because
just at
actually secretly wants to be
I love
involved.
you.
He wants me to put
I
it in his
love
ass.
you.
pretty
All right,
much. He
Dob.
wants me to
I
put it in
love
his ass.
you.
Dob. Okay.
Alright, so
All right,
so
all right.
what's next?
Since you've been no,
No,
Dobbs
Dob
next.
gets it.
Do we even want to hear Dobbs?
No, but he's been answering his fucking questions
Stop-
for an
stop
hour now.
putting that chord like that.
Dob, who do you marry?
Ooh. It's tough.
It's a gut thing, my
That's
guy.
tough. That's tough. I'd probably marry Willie V.
Interesting.
That's
'Cause
a
he
good-
got that D.
Okay.
Because I think that'd be fun as
He
fuck.
too, like with Ben Sorka and myself, have a drinking problem, but man, those things can be solved.
Yeah, but like Willie D, every time Willie D and I have hung out, and got the hiccup still, extremely hammered. It's a little scary,
Yeah.
but it keeps me on toes. And it's cool.
I'm glad you're talking like that.
It keeps me on toes.
What is that voice?
I don't know.
I got the hiccups.
That sucks.
That.
It's because you're
only
talking
reason.
too much.
No, it's because I drank more than you, pussy.
Whoa. He's the pussy.
Sheesh. Over here drinking double
All right,
talls.
so
Okay,
who
so
would
you're
I
Millie
fight?
and Willie
Who would I
D. Who
fight?
do you fight?
All right.
I mean, brutal fight. Brutal fight. Someone gets knocked out.
That's fun. Miles Copeland.
Really?
He's not a part of the friend group.
Not Chan?
Who could I? Oh, it's just like beat the shit out of
Yes.
him? Oh, Chan, I beat the fuck out of
But
that
Chan
dude.
would beat your
Chan
ass.
would whoop your ass.
Chan would whoop your
This is all hypotheticals.
Yeah,
If like, no, it's not hypotheticals.
Chan will beat your ass.
Oh, so there's only like
That's okay.
two-
No, that's actually okay. He fights Chan. He gets his ass whooped. So now you're married to Will Dixon. You got your ass fucking handed to you. So now you're gonna start cheating on Will. You're gonna start cheating on Will now. You get your ass whooped. Who do you?
I thought I gotta beat the fuck out of Chan. Do I not get to beat the fuck out of Chan?
Hey,
So
Chan
can I
will
change
beat your ass.
So can I change my answer?
Chan,
Tristan Upchurch. I'll beat the fuck out of that kid.
Tristan Upchurch?
So Chan-
Tristan was
So
not
Dob-
in our friend group.
Dob gets so pissed off he goes
It's
to
gotta be in our
Moms.
friend group?
He goes to Moms and Archibald, and Chan ends up laying Dobbs' ass right on the fucking fryer. He just fucks
no
him
one
up.
in my-
All right,
Fries
who's
his ass.
the last one? Who you having an affair with?
So then, who do you have an affair with now? You're all pissed off that Chan beat your ass. Who do you fuck instead of Will?
Wow, that's tough.
Will, you love Will. Will loves you.
You're good at setting the stage, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should.
I mean, you guys are like
you probably
fucking loot, like KY. You guys are
Probably
fucking
like-
in each other's
Like KY
rectums.
jelly, huh?
You guys are in each other's guts every night.
we probably hang out a lot, don't we?
No, you fuck.
All the time.
Imagine like watching 2K or NBA, like your live stream shit, while you're also having butt sex at the same time.
You guys go to Firekeepers on the weekends.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Vegas every other
winning,
month.
You're winning chips and sucking dicks, dude. Winning chips and sucking dicks, dude.
I gotta suck dick.
Yep.
Dick for money too.
All right, so who am I fighting?
No, who you have an affair with?
Affair with.
Dude.
I'm fighting Soap.
Who you?
You already picked the fight.
You, what the fuck, Dom?
You gotta pick somebody who'd have.
I know, but I just want to make sure I'd fight Soap.
All right, fuck.
It's
All right,
Soap.
that's fair. I'll give you that.
All right, so who would I have?
All right, so you just got your ass beat by Soap now instead of Chance.
You think Soap beat me up?
Soap's not part of the friend group.
So let's Soap at the tub, my guy.
There's only like,
This is all getting super confusing. Just fucking pick someone.
hey,
that
It's
you'd
so
have an affair
dumb.
with.
It's so dumb.
who is in the crowd that's talking to me? You ain't talking to me,
Oh my
buddy.
God.
Who the fuck I am?
You ain't talking to me, buddy.
Answer the question.
There's like 100 people. There's
Stop.
100 people over there. I don't know who you are.
No, I'm just
Okay.
stretching a little
All
bit.
right.
All right,
That's
so
the
who
question.
would I have an affair with?
Yes.
Dob, you know it in your gut already, man. Just
Who
say
is
it.
the prettiest boy that we hang out with?
That's
Sloan.
Damn.
really.
Are you giving it to me or am I?
No,
giving
you
it
give
to
it. No, what makes me gay?
Both.
What?
Either one, Dom.
Oh, I thought
That's what this whole thing is based on.
Yeah, we're
I
all
thought maybe
gay,
if I
man.
gave it to him, it wouldn't be as gay.
Am I really the prettiest?
Oh yeah, easily.
Probably yeah.
Who's prettier than you? Name me someone in our group that's prettier than you.
Damn, that's fucked up.
You are.
I mean, I guess it's a compliment.
It is, man. You're
If
a
you want to
good-looking
do
dude.
it like that,
You're a good-looking dude.
I guess take offense to that because like out of all of our friends,
you're ugly as shit.
Jared's actually proved to me based on everything he showed me in the last since he's bought a house. I feel
You
like
know
I'm
what?
also the most handyman of the whole group.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
So how can I possibly be the most handyman and be the prettiest man?
Time out. I
In
fixed
the
that.
friend group.
I fixed that.
You're
I
just
fixed
a-
the garbage disposal.
you're a
in this house
multifaceted
right
guy.
over here, my
Yeah,
junior
dude.
year, and then my senior year, I fixed.
You're gonna tell me there's
You're a
never
jack
been
of all trades.
You're gonna tell me there's never been a very good looking handyman before?
They're on TV, bro. I'm not on TV yet.
Technically, I'm pretty good.
Dom, what the fuck?
Beat up on
What are you talking? Nobody was listening. Nobody was listening to that. I'm a handyman.
Well, it's hard.
And we
It's
were all
hard.
talking to each other, and nobody was
It's hard.
listening to
It's hard to talk.
Nobody was.
Dob, have you fucking picked somebody you're gonna have an affair
No,
with?
yeah, I
Or you
did.
picked him because he's pretty.
I said Sloan. I fucked
because
Sloan.
he's pretty.
All right, so
No, I fucked Sloan just so I could be like Sloan. I fucked you.
Okay.
due to experience,
Congrats on the sex, Dob.
due to experience,
Thanks.
and didn't know how great I had it, even though
Where are we going?
obviously
with, where are we
she is-
going with this?
It's-
my wife
it's a
is
good question.
she's fucking great. Jared Holmquist was a great roommate. Like,
Yeah.
I would marry Jared Holmquist. By far.
Okay.
Oh, you'd have to.
I would marry the fuck out of him. He was such a great, like,
Okay.
that was great by far.
Congrats, dude. I'm
Dude,
happy
he
for
was
you.
great, man. Like, I mean, I'm not. You guys know him well enough.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know.
Hey, I just want to let you know I'm happy for you.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate that, actually.
All right, so guess what?
Yep.
Knock knock.
Yep.
God.
He's there.
Who the fuck is there?
I mean, what's the difference between a baby and a freezer?
Stop. Damn it. Say it.
A baby and what? A baby and what?
Tom, I want you to get this out. Go ahead.
What's the difference between a baby and a freezer?
A baby in a freezer?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
You already told this joke.
So
wrong.
Dog told this story 3 hours ago at Acapulco's.
Fucking books.
I did, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
But you told it the right way. And
Yeah,
this
this
way
is-
you fucked
wow.
it up
Freezer
already.
under dry when I pack my meat in it.
Okay. Will you finish this?
I have no
Well,
clue
finish
where
your
this is
thing and
going.
then we're wrapping this
All
up.
right, Sloan's married to Jared. Who are you fighting?
That delivered.
Who are you
Fight
fighting?
me, you pussy, you would.
Who out of all of our friend group, if you could just lay the nicest little right hook on,
Do it.
Who are you
Guess what? I'm
smacking?
coming back.
Even though I wrote this question, I didn't really think about it much in my own personal
it's very provocative.
experience, I guess.
It's very provocative.
You know, actually, fuck, dude.
I hope you fight me.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
You fight me, guess what,
Nope.
dude? That's fine. I'm still kick your
I would
ass.
fight Ben.
Oh.
Why is that?
Because I feel like
anybody fight Ben.
I feel
He's
like
a fucking asshole.
I feel like
He's an asshole.
I feel
Fun?
like it'd be just an excellent like. I don't know.
Ben
like, I
would
feel
fight
like-
really dirty.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
and I feel like
extremely.
if we both decided to fight each other,
It would get
it
nasty.
would just we'd just be so fucking raunchy.
It'd be disgusting.
I just feel like it'd be
Ben-
great.
And then you guys would end up fucking since we're gay.
Oh, so hard.
Same time. Same time.
We're the only
Same
humans on the
time.
earth. We would fuck each other
Same
because we're
time.
gay.
Same time. Same time.
Dude, that's fucking sick. Ben be doing those deadlifts and shit, dude. He's got a fucking tight ass.
It's fucking.
Oh my
Bro, it's
God.
fucking.
Cheeks.
It's fucking.
I'll be
Converse with
slapping
them
those
hunters
cheeks,
on it.
bro.
You gonna slap those cheeks, bro?
I'll be slapping those cheeks, but you know,
Oh,
With what?
shit.
here's out of fucking right field though. So I'm married to Jared.
You're gonna fight Ben.
Jared. The soap.
Jared.
Bro, I got the hiccups, bro. You can't be like hating on me.
All right, you're marrying Jared. Happily married.
I'm fighting Ben.
You're gonna fight the fuck out of
to
Ben.
the fucking hospital.
Who are you cheating
Here's the
on Jared with?
here's the fucking the curveball.
Time out. I just want to say I'm a pretty good time. I'm a pretty good time.
I
Pretty good time.
dirty, raunchy affair
I mean, one
with Tyler Good.
Why though?
I was gonna.
Because who the fuck would? So imagine Tyler Good. He knows he feels bad about it because he's the greatest person in the world,
And it's his friend Jared.
and it's his best friend Jared Holmquist.
You ain't wrong.
And who? And
What,
if
so he's
there's
just not gonna tell anybody?
If there's anybody you've ever met that's fucking lie better than Tyler Good,
So you can lie.
Lie.
He's a good liar.
yes, very good liar.
You got a good poker face.
And if he's like feels super bad about like, oh like I'm fucking Sloan and Jared's like my good friend, like fuck, what can I do? Tyler Good's gonna be like,
hiccups over here.
he's gonna be so like
It's
so into it. He's just not gonna lie.
I feel like Layman's
like-
not a big Tyler Good fan.
Why are you not a big?
Or are you not a fan
Hey,
of
hey, talk-
the decision?
Problem with Tyler Good.
You got you got a mic over there. Let's hear from you, bub.
I think Tyler Good, no problem with him. Never met him. Don't really know him.
He's a good
Oh.
If
guy.
he walked up to you,
Just
but if he walked up to you butt ass naked, would you let him hit it from behind?
I've
Oh,
heard too many.
oh. So he's it's the goody two shoes
Those
factor.
evergreen guys, they stick together. Let's just leave it at that.
Ah, okay.
Hey, you know what they say about Hey, you know what they say about the state of Ohio, though.
Nothing.
Hey, you know what they say about the state of Ohio? It's
Stay into
the state of Ohio.
don't.
You want to know what they say about
Don't
it?
stir up the brothers.
You know what they say about
Don't stir up the
They
brothers.
don't call it the poop hole, the
Don't stir up the brothers.
butthole
What's that from?
of
Longest
America.
yard.
They call Ohio the butthole of America.
Yeah, you never heard
I've
that?
never
You've
heard of
never
that my
heard that.
entire life.
Nobody hears that.
All right, you guys are fucking faggots.
What's
Jesus, Shab.
That was too far, wasn't it? That was
I
probably
think
too far.
Layman is upset that I told. I think Layman's upset that I said I
All
was.
right, I was pretty
Holy
easy
shit.
about who I was gonna who I was gonna marry and have an affair with. So yeah, I'm definitely probably
Layman's
wrong.
just upset. I said I
I'm
would fuck
definitely probably
goodies, and I
wrong.
wouldn't fuck Layman because Layman was low key.
I definitely
Layman's
said
so
I'd fuck
pretty, though,
somebody.
too.
And
Layman's
then,
pretty.
Layman's very pretty.
I
Layman-
said I was gonna marry Colin and then have an affair with who? Who's the person I'm gonna have an affair with?
You didn't
You
say you
didn't
were
say you
going
were
to
gonna
marry
marry
me.
Colin. You did not say you were gonna marry
Who's the
Colin.
person I'm
Will.
gonna marry?
You're gonna marry
Oh, I was gonna marry Will. You're gonna
Dog,
marry me.
you're so bad.
No, I'm marrying Sloan.
Who's marrying me?
No
one's
one.
marrying you. No one. You got the hiccups all the time, dude. Who the fuck wants
Fuck! I
that?
thought someone was marrying me.
That's terrible.
Do you got anything else?
was,
You
like,
got anything else in there, or can we save it until
Do you wanna stop
tomorrow?
it?
Yeah, I feel like this is a good place to stop.
For the whole shit, for the whole podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, we just all right.
But we can just keep.
Do you really
talking
want to?
and
I mean,
like,
like-
I've been on this bitch to my face for.
Is this too much to edit? Why do you wanna stop it?
Tired.
I'm tired.
Because I'm tired.
You just wanna
And
do
it's
that.
like 2:00.
It's
Yeah.
really.
Fuck.
And this thing's like probably like what 2 hours.
How many people are gonna watch this? You think?
20.
At least 100.
Oh, I mean Cassidy Williams is gonna watch it for sure.
She's gonna be like,
And Doug Williams.
So you think
Those
she?
fucked up things.
Cassidy Williams is not watching this.
She might now.
Outside this room, besides like
If you tag her,
don't want to have that conversation.
If you tag her.
She can watch it. I don't think there's no way that more than 5 people get even 10 minutes into this
As
thing.
soon as you,
Dude, this is
Colin, as soon as you post this, trust me, I'll understand it's a lot of people.
Yeah, but are they going to actually watch it?
I bet
Is the
they do.
question.
The entire
Do you think
thing,
they're going to
this
watch
entire
2 hours of this bullshit?
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
What do you know?
Who wouldn't want to be entertained for 2+ hours?
Should we go through?
You got the hiccups for like 75% of the show.
Hey Alexa, play "Don't Stop" by Fleetwood Mac on 10.
Stop. Alexa, stop.
Oh yeah, we should.
Don't stop.
I don't
We
want to
can take it
end.
out that way though.
I don't want to end this.
I can't play the music.
This is good stuff.
And I wouldn't hear
What's
it.
going on here? This is fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to end this.
This is
So
fun.
we can just.
Colin, you can just stop.
What?
You can just stop. And we'll do another
My
one.
face for the.
Colin, go to bed. And we'll
We're going
start
to
a
do
new
this
one.
again tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll start a new
It's
one.
gonna,
I got
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's what I'm
for
saying.
The NBA. It's
No,
gonna be
you go to
great.
bed and we'll start a new one.
I know a lot of family. If it's on
Bro,
the
I'm-
NBA, I'm
I'm
not
probably
gonna be in it. I have.
I mean,
no
I might
knowledge
stay
on
up,
NBA.
but like this
Yeah.
this new podcast you're thinking of, it's gonna be like off the wall, and I am gonna remember. It's gonna be exactly like last year.
Dude, you gotta get rid of those fucking
I'm
hiccups.
trying.
Terrible,
I've been
dude.
Go
So annoying.
go get a glass of water.
So at 9.
Don't.
Okay, well, what else do you got? You got more topics?
Kinda.
Okay, let's hear them.
Let's-
I want to hear what
what's
you
going
got
on,
then.
Adam begged that girl from the one girl.
Little girl.
I don't know. Whatever.
Do not fuck this mic up. It's not mine.
Yeah, don't do that,
Wait,
Dob.
what?
Don't do that, Dob.
You talking about my
What's
wife?
going on back there?
Oh, it's-
I don't know.
He's spitting rhyme. I can see him through the mirror.
I think he's spitting game at my girl.
He's spitting rhyme. He's spitting game.
That's all right.
Lame is that boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me hear these new topics.
What else we got, man?
So,
Yeah, where we at?
Yesterday's gone.
I guess technically, fuck, a lot of them are about basketball for
Bring 'em
tomorrow.
Don't stop. Phone's dead as Julius.
I'm gonna see how the camera's battery is doing.
Okay, go do that.
How expensive is that camera? You think?
If you were to sell it tomorrow.
Oh, it's yours. So you bought that thing?
No, it's Trine's.
No, it's mine.
That's yours?
You
bought
bought
it?
that thing.
From like Radio Shack?
Holy fuck!
Radio Shack.
No, for where'd you buy that thing though? I mean,
Where did I buy it?
Where'd you buy that?
From a camera store in Indy.
Fuck. Actually, holy fuck. That was something I was thinking of. I didn't write down. That I wanted to talk about a lot.
What's
I've
that?
been
Okay.
thinking about a lot.
Let's go.
Okay, so I've been thinking about like, you know how like in today's world,
Pull that mic up to your,
we're
to
at
your
this
face.
giant separation. You know, you've always got those separations on like the 40, 56-year-olds that are still kind of parents or older parents that aren't grandparents maybe yet.
My parents.
And then they've got their kids who they like strongly disagree with like the way they live in their lives and like because times change and like I mean like if you think about our parents grew up with like the 80s music. They were listening to, like Billy Idol and like, or I think about my dad and perspective.
Bowie?
Like no, not Dave Bowie. He's before that.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Like we always like the older generation always looks upon their kids and like, oh, those damn kids. Like our generation is by far the biggest gap in between, like, because we grew
I don't
up.
know. I don't know. I don't know if it is.
I think it is because
This is what's going on. This happens with every generation.
I think ours is totally different because we grew up with the internet.
Yeah.
And we know how to use. So imagine like.
Can you hear them?
Yeah, a lot.
In your ears.
A lot.
Yeah, I can hear them.
Like a lot.
Yes, a lot.
A little bit.
But you gotta think like those people. So like every generation though is like different.
Okay.
The generation before us, like our parents, literally grew up with TVs. Before then, there was no TV, so like,
Yeah.
it just goes on like.
But you can't.
The generation next to us is going to be like.
You can't use.
It's literally
a
going to be
TV.
just AI. Like it's literally going to be just, like artificial
I
intelligence.
think, and obviously it'd be very useful to have a person of that age here today to think about, to give us an honest perspective. But I feel like there has never been. Imagine this. So like we are. Like, imagine, like, someone you know that's 10 years old right now, and then imagine someone that's 60 years old. The 6-year-old person was going to be like, oh, I don't know when so-and-so was born. And a 10-year-old isn't even going to think twice. They're going to get in their phone and Google when was David Bowie born, and they're going to know
Take a breath now.
in
could have
4
access.
seconds,
Could have
while that
access.
6-year-old's not going to know shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like that alone is such a... Layman.
Yo.
Shh. And I
Shut
feel
up.
like that is such a separation. That alone. Obviously, some parents, some people that age, the baby boomers, some of them are like into it. Like they're into the technology.
You got to
that
think
people
the
on
next
internet.
generation is going to
But,
like literally going to like be able to like.
So what I'm trying to preface this
All right, never
on
mind.
is so many people now are talking shit about how our generation is so soft and touchy. And like how
They
we're
are.
so fucking, how we're so like,
It's true.
and I have 1,000% certainty that it is them, the baby boomers, the parents, on why the world is the way it is.
No, disagree. Totally disagree.
I agree.
Totally disagree.
Partially, I because they raised all of us.
They raised us.
Like
And
I
they-
get they're in the wrong, but like if you look at 2000, like I'm just going from like social media, which is huge. Like social media is
Social media is
one of
shit.
the biggest things in all of our lives. Like maybe let's say like
It is a
not-
lot of people's lives.
Exactly. Social media from 2012 to 2019, the difference amount what you're allowed to say on Twitter,
Yeah.
compared to now is so different. So you're telling me in 7 years that's changed, like that it's changed that much. So you're talking like from boomers compared
it's-
to now. Like I get it. Like nowadays, like it's a lot more progressive thinking and everything.
Yeah.
But social media's had such a big deal about it that like it's more accessible to everybody. Like one person, you literally like right now, like you could put any thought out, like anything
Yep.
you said, and it's gonna offend somebody because it's accessible.
Yep.
Like people's thoughts nowadays
Yep.
and all this stuff, it's just so much more accessible.
Yep.
So like,
But I
obviously-
think the overall point that Sloan is trying to get at is that people who the baby boomers now, like my dad is a perfect example of that. My dad's in his mid 60s. Most of the people that are creating policy, that are running government, that are running companies that have influence in America are of that age.
Yeah.
And they create what they create everything.
Yeah,
They create. I mean, young people create culture.
Yeah.
Sort of, for the most part, they create trends.
Yeah.
But yeah, policy, any kind of. Yeah, I don't know. I think it goes both ways. I don't think it's any one group's fault. I don't think it's only the baby boomers' fault.
No, I'm not
and
saying
it's
that
not
either.
only millennials'
I'm just
fault
saying we
that
have
we're
grown,
soft.
we have grown up with a tool that is hard to understand. Internet's hard to grasp, but not to us. We literally grew up with it, so it was like second nature to us.
Yeah,
How many
but-
times have you literally done something for somebody that's older than you
Oh,
on the
yeah.
internet that you literally think the person that you're helping is mentally retarded because they don't know
Oh, yeah.
to move the mouse and to click on some fucking
but
icon.
but at the same
and to
time,
them, they're like,
same time though.
Yeah.
Same time though, you
that
got
happens.
But think about
millions times a year.
think about all the baby boomers that don't know how to click on something on a computer, that would think that a 13-year-old or a 17-year-old is crazy for not knowing how to change a tire
No, I agree.
or something like that.
I know. I totally agree.
Dude, it's totally by generation because you gotta think like where we're at now with like internet. The next thing is like AI, so artificial intelligence and stuff.
It's a whole nother
That's
conversation.
probably
It's a
like
whole
coming
nother
up next.
conversation.
So you gotta think we're gonna be that next, like we're gonna be the boomers at some point, and we're not gonna know shit about
I don't
like
think so.
this.
I don't think so.
No, dude, it's gonna
I don't
happen.
think so.
Like I think so.
No, no, I don't think so. we're gonna be we're already interlocked with technology.
How much? Hey, how
We're
much?
not-
How much do you use? How much like on like a personal level do you use social media? How much do you use it? How much do you use it on a daily basis?
I mean, I look at it probably an hour a day.
Okay, so you look at it an hour a day.
Yeah.
Dude, there's literally like between like middle schoolers and high schoolers right now that use it like 8+ hours a day, and that's their life.
Well, yeah, that doesn't.
No.
What's your point though?
Social media.
What's your
and
point,
stuff.
though?
Yeah, that doesn't
No.
really mean shit.
What's that mean though?
No, like they're gonna. It's gonna expand.
That doesn't mean.
What's that mean, though?
You said it was going to AI. How does
No,
that
he's
on
right.
social
I
media?
mean,
No, I am, dude. Like
the
AI,
baby boomers-
dude, AI, it's gonna take over. And like at some
Older-
point, like you're literally not gonna have to, like, do anything. Like you're literally just gonna have to think, and like stuff's. It's gonna like either like there's gonna be something that you're holding. Like we're pretty much already like part of artificial intelligence, right? Like our phones. Like how much is this on us right now? Like 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like it's a part of us. So like technically we're almost part of artificial intelligence. Like there's gonna be points in our lives. Like there's gonna be sunglasses, something you wear, like it picks up your thoughts and your brain waves and stuff that you don't have to do anything. You just think it, and it's gonna like it's either gonna pop up and it's gonna call fucking Domino's, Pizza Hut, whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I
That
mean?
is-
You know what
but-
I'm saying?
Yeah,
But-
that is-
Like it's just an endless
What
cycle.
you're getting at to Sloan's point is that the same way that you said that we grew up with the internet and cell phones being a part of our lives.
Yeah.
There's a
Our kids are going to grow up with whatever the next phase
step
of this is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're going to think we're inevitably going to be a little disconnected from it.
yeah, because you I think
My
40 years ago.
my
40
point
years ago-
though is that there's never ever been a bigger gap in disconnection on actual.
Yeah. I
being
don't
able
think
to
the gap
use
will be
tools.
as big.
No,
Being
yeah, I
able to
agree
use
with that,
tools,
yeah.
like we are so, our generation, all four of us right now, we are so much easier, more capable of figuring out that. Like now, Colin's got a point, changing a tire or something like that.
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like that makes sense. But I'm saying like, based on use of internet, I don't know how to change it. So I'll put this perspective. I'm 25 years old. 50 years ago, I don't know how to change a tire. You're fucked. Right now, I don't know how
Yeah.
to change a tire. I'll go to YouTube and I figure out how to change a tire.
Well, yeah, you do that. or
Yeah,
you
but in like
just
10
call it
years
your
from
And I'm
now,
saying
10,
like
15 years from
that.
now.
I'm saying that there's never been a bigger
Unless you don't have cell
separation.
reception.
There's never been a bigger separation in knowledge and tools and just the difference.
yeah. I was
in the
talking
way
to-
we think. And I'll just Google it.
All right,
Yeah.
so
That's
hypothetical.
so different than like when our parents grew up. When they were teenagers, their parents, there was like, oh, those damn kids are like
Listening to punk rock.
Yeah.
like they're
They're smoking
they're
weed.
not
Smoking weed
using
and-
tools.
And they're not wearing bras.
The internet is a different world.
Oh, yeah.
All
Like
right,
we
so-
grew up with the internet. We
So-
grew up with a tool.
So-
we literally. So in other words, our parents grew up with using hammers and screwdrivers, and their kids were using hammers and screwdrivers in different ways. Our parents grew up fucking using hammers and screwdrivers. Meanwhile, we're using our fucking phones.
A good
and internet.
example of it is that I was talking to one of the professors at the university who remembers, like, if you needed to look something up, or like you were doing a research project, or you were doing like you had to go to the library and get an encyclopedia, and like if they didn't have the encyclopedia, and you needed the encyclopedia, you were just kind of shit out of luck.
Yep.
And now there's just this thing that you can just look whatever the fuck you want up
Yeah.
on.
There's an infinite
All right,
encyclopedia
so real quick,
at
though.
our disposal.
So
Yeah.
let's say this whole thing about like we go from TVs and everyone's freaked out to internet and all this stuff. So like AI, I think is the next step. So like we
Why do you keep talking about AI?
Because no, like dude, the AI like it's
you keep talking about AI.
no, like it's
Everything's
like,
about
if you really
AI.
think about it,
That
like dude,
low-key
they got
is like a
robots that are
first step,
jumping
though.
and shit and like doing like and creating emotions on their own
Dog,
stuff.
we're like 50 years from AI actually controls.
No,
real
dude, we're
life.
like 10 to 15.
There's no way.
Not
That's
controlling
social-
the world.
that's
I
social-
can't
No,
that's
but what I'm
wait.
social-
saying,
I can't
That's
wait
you
just 15
being on
years from now, and
social
AI
media.
is still not going to
No, what I'm
actually
saying.
controlling.
No, what I'm
anything.
saying is so like we went from TVs to internet like in 50 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say in 10, 15, 20 years, we already got these Zumbas that you literally don't have to do anything. They fucking like
Yeah.
these AI, the artificial, clean your floor.
It's not. It's
and
not
can
AI,
mop out.
it's sensors, but
All right, so whatever, fine. So you're saying
point.
the internet at some point we're gonna be like, we're gonna think in our mind like we need to change this tire. You don't think there's gonna be something that can just do that?
no. Unless
Dude.
you're paying for it.
that's the thing is like you got to pay for everything though.
So
Okay.
you're saying the car is just gonna be able to change tires?
No,
Dom, I'm
telling
trying to
there's gonna
make
be
a
something that's
correlation,
gonna be
Dom.
able- There's
I'm
gonna be
trying-
something. There's going to be something that literally can like process it by yourself, right? By
No, I
itself,
understand that, but, like-
and can do it for you
I
within
under-
like 20 years.
so what-
Have you got to list like Elon Musk? Joe, like on
So
the
what's
Joe-
this got to do with the disconnect between you?
No,
and
at
your-
some point, like we would.
and your
dude,
16-year-old daughter that's a
AI,
whore.
This is- let me explain what
let's
John-
say AI. No, what I'm getting at is AI will be the all on. Either we're gonna have to live with AI. Or
This
AI's
isn't a
gonna
new.
wipe
This
us
isn't a
off.
new way of thinking. This
AI is
you're
either
right.
we're either gonna have to live with AI and they're gonna have to accept us.
Yeah.
Because AI is the next life form. This whole thing about human life on this earth, you look at the past and everything. It goes through phases. Like we can act like human life in this climate change
Yeah.
and all that stuff,
a
and like
hoax.
everything just goes through phases. Like human life is gonna last for so long. Like,
Okay.
like I'm dead ass serious. Like,
I'm
you
not
can laugh.
disagreeing,
Like, I
Gob.
get it.
It's
Like,
just
I
different-
get it. Like,
It's just a different
crazy to
topic.
think
It's
about
just a
it.
different
No,
topic that I'm
what
trying to
getting at
cover.
is
No,
like,
this is a very different topic.
what are we talking?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Bro,
I'm talking about the generational
Just a
gap
generation
and
gap.
like
No,
different
so that's what I'm getting at.
differences.
So this next generation,
Alright.
there's gonna be something new, and it's AI. Like this generation below us, you're talking like 1-year-olds. They're not gonna have to do of anything. Like we have to look shit up and then do it.
What he's
And
referring to-
we're literally gonna
Okay,
have to
now
think stuff.
your comment right there.
We're gonna have
kinda
to
made
think
started
stuff.
to make sense
We're
to
gonna
me.
have to like literally. We're just gonna have to think something, and it's like there's either gonna be a Zumba. Like they're already
It's
talking.
called a
Elon
Roomba.
Musk
It's
already
called
has
a
these
Roomba.
sunglasses.
It's called a Roomba.
Roomba?
It's called a Roomba. Zumba
Zumba
is
is a
it?
form of workout.
Zumba is what your mom does with her friends.
Read it, undo that
Yes,
shit.
a Zumba is what your mom does.
Read it, undo that shit. She
Let
lazy
me.
as shit.
So what you're trying to explain, Dob, is that right now we have
Internet.
the thing on your phone where you say, "Hey, I don't want her to."
Siri.
I'm trying to so she doesn't fucking pop up
Yeah.
and say,
Yeah.
"Well, what do you want?"
I mean, fuck the voice thing. Even
yeah.
just on
So
your phone. Like,
right now there's ways to input what you want. Like if you don't know how to change a tire, you can type into Google how to
Yeah.
change a tire, and it's just a form of completing that task
yes.
or learning how to complete that task.
Yes.
And what Dobbs saying is that it's eventually just going to, instead of saying it or typing it, it's just going to be a thing you think, and then it'll
Like there's
it'll
gonna be a
do it.
machine like instead of your phone.
But that's not.
Instead of your phone like being like, hey Siri, how do you change tire? And it'd be like, it's literally.
I know what you're
it's
saying.
It's
I know
gonna
what you're
do
saying,
it.
but that's not realistic because
How's it not realistic?
because who's paying for it?
The people,
Who?
dude.
Bernie Sanders.
The people.
Bernie Sanders.
People. No, you know in California they already charge a cell phone tax. You already know that. You don't know that, do you?
What's that got to do with anything?
It's all in here, dude. It's literally in here. Amazon.
I get
and
that. I'm
Apple
saying, what does
run
it
the
mean?
world.
What does it mean?
Run
What does
the
it change?
world. It doesn't matter. Apple's got a fucking debit card and credit card. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
I'm saying, what
Apple
is it?
and Amazon are going to
So
run
how?
the world.
So and what I'm saying is
Those are gonna
how?
be the two biggest.
so
and they're
then
going to have everything. in
30
there. You
years
don't
from
have to
now,
do
when
anything.
we're 50, 60 years old, when we're 50, 60 years
Yeah,
old,
okay. Yeah.
if there's AI, how does that better suit the teenagers that are our kids?
That was the original question.
Yes.
I mean,
How does that make?
so
how
you're
does that
saying-
make
so
our children,
They don't
the
have to
kids,
do
the
anything.
generation younger
They
than us?
literally can just
How
go to
does that
school.
make them like? Right now, I'm saying like right now,
Our life is gonna
we
be
have a
so much-
giant gap in between like our people not knowing how to do anything, and we can literally figure out how to do anything in 3 seconds because of YouTube and Google.
Yeah, and guess what? Instead of going to YouTube and Google and learning it, they're just gonna sit there and be like, "Tell this machine."
Where are the machines coming from?
Dude, it's
That's
all
my
right
point.
here. It's all right here.
Your phone's gonna change
Your
the tires?
phone,
Your
it's
phone's gonna be a
all
transponder
AI. It's
now.
all AI. This is basically part of us at this point. We're technically at this point in
Yeah,
our
but
life.
your
We're part of
your
our
phone's
AI.
not going to change the tire. That's what
phone's
he's
not gonna
saying.
change
no, but
tire.
it's literally going to have machines.
Your
and
phone's
shit.
not gonna make a pie. Your phone's not gonna.
So America's the richest country in the world, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of poor people also that live in America,
All over the
and
place.
being poor in America by, in comparison to being poor in third world countries is a way different thing.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
So poor people in America are still very wealthy.
yeah.
And
You
but
say wealthy, you
but
mean
they're
like-
still but they're
Compared to, like,
compared to a
let's say,
third world
No, no, no,
country.
like, no, no,
but
no.
they're not. We're still like people in America still while a lot of people can afford a Roomba. most people aren't going to be able.
Azuma.
Most people,
Azuma.
I think, most people more than likely won't be able to, or will just choose not to buy a machine that changes their tire that they keep in their car.
So
like
then you
they're
still-
not gonna know. Like people, what Sloan is saying is that the average person, the majority of people, is not going to become commonplace for all these machines to be in our lives that do all of these things that you're saying. The phone, you're asking the phone to do something that it can't do.
Okay, so I'm just saying.
Yes.
So like, let's say
You
Alexa,
have to have the money to purchase the
You're using
robot.
you're using the internet.
Nothing. Oh, she's listening to
Sorry,
us.
Alexa. That's what I'm saying.
She's fucking
That's
listening.
what I'm
You're
saying.
using the internet. She's probably recording this and sending this straight to fucking Bezos right now.
Yeah.
Dude, everybody
Like-
talks about this shit.
Dude, so
But I'm saying, like,
ask Alexa.
You're using.
No, I don't want to ask
say
that bitch
Alexa.
anything. I don't want to ask.
No, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop.
I don't want to
Alexa,
ask
stop.
her anything.
I was gonna ask
We
her,
get it.
the
We get
CIA is
it.
listening.
We get it. She's
All I'm saying
listening.
is that
No, it's listen.
we're using the internet, which is the foundation for anything. For AI.
I think the next step. Though,
AI
is,
is the foundation of it. Foundation of AI will be internet. If the internet goes down, it'll be fucked.
I'm saying the next step above internet is AI, though,
I know what I'm
and
saying.
that's going to be the next generation.
I
Like
think
technically, like
the
like people
amount-
look, so
the,
artificial intelligence, like literally, Siri is technically AI. Like kids can pull out and be like, "Hey Siri, what's blah blah blah?" blah. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you know, literally give you the answer. Like you're like, "Hey."
I don't think it is
Alexa,
even
please.
close to what real AI was.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it's technically it's artificial intelligence. We've been playing with AI since we've probably been like 8 on the PS2, like Xbox One, Xbox 360. When you're playing by yourself against the CPU is AI. That is an artificial intelligence
I guess
controlling another team
How do
playing
we
against
start-
you.
Oh, never mind. I
You're
get
going so much deeper than.
I know, I'm going so deep.
Anybody
And this is the shit that gets me going, and it's fucking great.
You're going
It
way
is
too
so
much.
great,
You're going
though.
way too
Because,
much.
like,
I think you're
And it's
trying
pissing me off that
harder
Colin's sleepy because I could
all
keep
the
talking for 2 more hours.
I mean, we can keep talking.
But Colin wants to go to bed.
It's all right. This
Do you
man's
have
been
something
up
else?
since like 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. this morning. I
I
totally
just-
get that.
That was something
Wait,
that
tell me, Colin's got something to say.
pulls at my heartstrings because
Colo deals
I
with
hear
like
it from where I'm from, and like I hear it all the time, like all these fucking millennials, and I hear it all the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
and it pisses me off because
It's-
all
it
I think
happens in
about
every
is
generation.
that your generation is a product of the people that raised you.
yeah, and I
absolutely.
totally agree with that. It just goes on and on. Like,
And I respect it because our parents,
goes on and on.
all of our parents, not all of our parents, but the majority of the baby boomers, they work jobs with their hands and they broke their backs and they broke.
But
their,
that's not necessary anymore. It's really not.
But they did these jobs and they want their kids to have better lives, so they
Yeah.
pushed college. They pushed and pushed and pushed
Yeah.
college, and now. They put an umbrella over their kids, and they didn't want and it's all out of love, which is
Yeah.
great. It's all out of love. They don't want their
Yeah.
kids to suffer the same problems they did. But now they've just created a bunch of marshmallows.
Well, what you're saying is that they want you to live a better life. They don't want you to have to work as hard as they did. But then they criticize you for being soft,
For not working as hard as
for
they
not
did.
working as hard as they
They did
did.
the exact opposite.
Yeah.
They created. How many success stories have you ever heard?
You should
where
not-
the kids were like,
Yeah. no.
"Yeah, I had everything given to me."
I say, yeah, they don't think.
It's
You
a
know,
good
they
example
don't
is
think-
like LeBron's kids. Like they're not going to
Yeah.
be as good as LeBron
It's
because
a-
they
it's
live in a
Michael
mansion.
Yeah, Michael Jordan's kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although his
I
son
feel
looks
like-
pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
yeah.
very good.
Bonnie
But
James.
I feel like,
Junior's
yeah, just
be all right.
fighting, working for things, and like, you can still teach those methods, but like, even if you're successful, LeBron still obviously teaches his kids hard work because he's not good for nothing. Like,
We got something from the crowd.
Back to a little bit though to
Yeah, some
how
for
you
crowd.
approach what you're doing mentally.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to come down to, hey, I have to use my hands or my body to really work hard, but how you're going to approach the task that you're given mentally.
yeah,
And
That's a very good point.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
what it comes back
It does come to
hey,
mental
what-
toughness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's the same kind
That's
of
for
thing.
sure.
You don't have to work yourself to the bone
Yeah.
with your body or your hands or whatever it
Yeah.
is, versus hey,
Yeah.
how am I going to approach the test I'm going to do it? Whether it comes to AI or
Yeah.
I'm working with technology.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll put it this
How
way
hard do you
then.
want to work?
LeBron,
with your
obviously-
mind in a lot of ways.
Obviously,
Hey, he's
LeBron-
talking to that mic, Buzzer Boy.
obviously LeBron being LeBron and one of the most quintessential influential people since Michael Jordan. He's obviously done a lot of things himself, literally since he didn't have anybody except his mom. He's obviously probably a pretty fucking good dad.
Oh yeah.
Now,
What you were-
let's think about 30 years from now. How good is his kids going to be parents? Probably pretty fucking bad.
You think?
Yeah, I don't
Think
know.
so?
There's really no way
I
to
don't
know.
I don't know about
think-
that.
I think it's
I don't
the
think that.
opposite.
Because
I definitely don't agree with that.
What you were
But
what
they're
you were
not
saying
going to
about
have to be good parents because they're going to just.
They don't
because
have
it's
to be-
not going to matter.
But
because
how
they're
many-
going to be so wealthy.
But how many
It's
people?
Not gonna
But
matter.
how many people in that situation, like from LeBron? So let's say LeBron. LeBron does not have to be a good dad
Yeah.
because he got so much
I mean,
money.
nobody has to.
No one has to be. But it's all like that's the problem. I think where we're at in America, like to be honest,
Oh,
like
wow, here we
I
go.
think the parenting.
No one said America until now. Now Dob
like-
said
Dom,
America.
just throw society in there too.
No.
Say society. Say society.
So I'm not saying we're fucked. No, we have
Say what's the problem with America and society.
no, we have a
Say that.
We have 100
Say
times
that.
better than anywhere else in this world.
Well, yeah, that's
anywhere
obvious.
else. Anywhere else.
That's obvious.
But I think where people get about this, like we have problems. It is parenting. I think it's a big problem is parenting. No, like I'm serious. Like you have look.
That's what we've been saying.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
what I'm
like.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
That
so
was
why is
the
it-
gist of my
That's what I'm
conversation.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
And the tough
So,
part
like, this
about my
idea-
conversation,
like,
my
you
debate,
go-
is
like,
that
you
it's
follow-
out of love. It's based on love.
You follow
Let's-
this thing out of your parents.
But
Like
what are you gonna do?
LeBron is very active in his family's life.
Yeah.
Like in his kids' life. So his kids naturally take this like model and they're
Yeah.
gonna follow that.
Yeah.
Well,
They're gonna
sure.
follow that.
That's
So,
not
like,
But
always
you could
true,
look at
though.
it the other way around
Yeah,
and say that his
definitely.
dad wasn't in his life, and his mom worked a lot of different jobs to provide for him. But his mom couldn't necessarily be in his life, and because of that, he wanted to be the opposite and be in his kids' lives. So
Fresh
now
Prince
his
shit.
kids may say, "My dad was always there. He was overbearing.
Yeah.
My parents were always around. We were spoiled rich," and he may go in the complete other direction.
Yeah. I think
very
that's
possible.
exactly
I
what
get that.
LeBron did with his dad.
Very possible.
LeBron didn't have a dad. He doesn't know.
That's what I'm
LeBron,
saying.
LeBron
He
said,
would-
I,
And he was like, I want
I
this
didn't
dad,
have
yeah.
parents,
What are you
so I
saying?
want to be a good
Exactly.
parent."
That's what
And-
he's saying. His
Okay,
kids
yeah,
right now
okay.
have that. They have a very good dad.
I get that, but like, how many parents that are actually good parents? Like, let's be real. Like, all of us came up from pretty good dad, like good families. Like our parents,
Definitely. I would
they're
100% agree
involved.
with that.
I don't know if yours, mine were
Dob, your
overbearing.
mom's great.
Mine,
Your mom's great.
Can I just throw in there? Being involved is not necessarily the same thing as being good.
It's true.
Yeah,
yeah, it's true. It's true.
Very true.
You know.
But it's inferred that if your parents are involved, or getting you to, dude, if your parents,
I'm not saying
know-
LeBron's not a good parent.
no,
But
but he's a better
You-
parent.
you
He's a
know,
better. Like this, he's
you know,
probably a better
I
parent.
think my parents were really great, but they were also, I could argue times when I was an 8 to 12-year-old when I could say they were terrible parents.
Yeah.
Because they were mean.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
They were really mean to me.
Yeah, but-
I think that made them great parents
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like them being
You know,
mean
yes,
is setting
it's
these
true.
boundaries
Ab-
that we
absolutely.
follow
So-
in future. In the
So,
future.
LeBron is a very involved parent, but I think a lot of parents are very involved.
I feel like we
that
shouldn't-
doesn't necessarily make them good parents.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like we
yeah.
shouldn't
That-
use LeBron. We need to use
That's
the
what I'm saying.
majority.
Well,
we need to use the majority
You want
parents.
to get into China?
Not
You wanna
LeBron.
get- you guys
LeBron
wanna
is just the overarching example
See,
here.
it's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Man's got-
It really
He's
is.
the
Anything about,
greatest,
like-
he's the
anything
greatest
about,
human to
like,
ever
he's
walk the
so
face of
good.
the earth.
I know anything about
outside
like
of him,
Dobbs' parents.
outside
like,
of talking about China,
like Dobbs'
LeBron
parents.
is the greatest person of all time.
we need to think
Okay.
about Dobbs' parents because like Dobbs'
Outside of
parents
talking
are
about China, LeBron's the greatest person of all
like
time.
Dobbs' parents are good people, but his
Outside of
mom
that,
though.
he
but
really
his
dropped the
mom,
ball on
though,
that, but outside of that, he's been great.
Dobbs' parents are good people, but his mom though is bad. She's bad, bro.
Rita throws it back like she does.
Oh my
She's
goodness.
dirty.
That was weird.
Dobbs'
So-
parents are great.
so-
I give a
his
fuck.
mom's
You
dirty
can bring
though.
your parents, but I don't
We gotta
care.
get
So
out of here.
Sean Gary,
I want
he
to go.
getting that.
I want to go to the mental thing that Layman brought up a little bit ago, where like because you talked about physical toughness and working hard.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
working in coal mines and all these jobs that we're gonna bring.
I just
know
mean in general though.
but there's both aspects to it. You know, like the kids that are playing at Trine University right now, or at universities across the country.
Angry Orchard.
Angry Orchard, there's another one.
At universities across the country, not only aren't as physically tough, but they're just not as mentally tough. Like if you yell at them, or if you like, it's just they shut down.
Yeah.
Whereas even you guys who played 3 years ahead of them handled stuff like that so much better than what we're seeing now, and all of us are obviously pretty far removed from it, but you can see it even from a distance.
Yeah, booty from a distance.
Okay, what's next? You got any more topics for us?
I got it. Come over here.
Yeah.
Well, Adam, you haven't said shit.
I was shit.
Are you tired?
No, I ain't tired, Jack.
Bro, this man ain't said shit in about
He haven't said shit for
15
45 minutes.
He's been sitting there
45
like,
minutes.
I've been chilling here, man. I'm awake. I'm
he
over here
awake.
listening.
He's
There's nothing wrong with being the quiet guy in the room listening.
He's
He's soaking in all the knowledge over here, man. At least he's not like Dob, just talking about, dude, artificial intelligence,
AI,
bro. AI.
Bro, don't get me started on aliens. Aliens.
Talk about some
Brought us here.
We're not starting that shit.
No.
What else do you
We're
got,
not
Sloan?
smart. We're not smart enough to talk about that shit.
No.
He's got 151 IQ.
We're not.
Anything that you say about aliens and artificial intelligence, you're just regurgitating stuff that you've heard other people say.
But it's fun to talk about.
But you
it
don't.
is
But
fun to talk
you don't.
about.
Yeah.
Well, this podcast isn't
see-
fucking called Fun to
Well-
Talk About Shit podcast.
I mean,
I can
technically,
fucking do
everything we
anything.
talk about is regurgitated.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Telling stories about Vegas.
Outside of the Vegas, yeah, if you're gonna tell the story
first-hand
firsthand.
account,
First-hand
it's not
accounts.
technically
First-hand accounts.
Yeah.
regurgitated.
Yeah,
Those are
that's
He's
true.
got a point.
But anything else outside that, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. It's just always something that I'm
We-
very. As I've grown older, I've grown more, I guess, touchy or sensitive, I guess I could say, and just I don't know, like it just pisses me off.
I'm not
I
really-
hear it all the time, you know, like this is people, especially with the business I have and the people I talk to. Like a lot of our customers are from the age of 30 to 60. And I just hear it a lot, like, "Oh, you damn millennials," and they don't talk to me like that because I don't hold
act like
myself
that.
like that. So they don't talk to. They talk to me like I'm one of them, but I hear it. But I am one of them. They're talking about, so it pisses me off all the time.
That's fair.
And
There's always room for people and things, though.
Yeah.
That's never going to get old. You still have to, whatever it is, not necessarily shave your face, but
yeah,
there's some things that aren't going out of style.
yeah,
Looking somebody in the eye, talking to people.
yeah.
Like, we're not going to be run by robots.
Fuck.
There's still people involved in
That's what you
some
think.
things that aren't-
I think we're
what you
far.
think.
I think we're very far from that. I really
Really?
do. I really do.
From like some iRobot or like some Matrix type shit.
So like iRobot, the movie iRobot, I think I still think we won't even see that till if we live to be 80 or 90. I think maybe by then we'll see something similar to that.
The Boston
Dynamics.
Institute, whatever way
Boston
you want to call
Dynamics.
it, already has robots doing fucking gymnastic routines.
You
So
got to think about the
it's a little scary.
the government.
Elon Musk got in front of the UN and was like, "Hey man, we got like 10 years," and they didn't listen. And that's Elon Musk.
10 years to
All
live.
it takes.
Until like basically, dude, there's gonna be a point like
There's just so much Twitter coming out of your mouth right now.
Okay, Dob.
it is sketchy.
Dob,
It's sketchy.
please let me stop you in your
It's
tracks,
sketchy.
right? Like
There's
just
so
like
much
this.
Twitter
Sketchy.
coming out of
Please
your
tell
mouth.
me. Please debate this.
I mean, we're already
So, Dob, shut up.
Okay, let's hear what you
So
gotta say.
Elon Musk, which he's very aware of the AI thing based on Rogan's podcast. He's very scared of it and he knows the threat of it. So Boston Dynamics comes out with a fucking robot that is literally a person, and the government says no. If you fucking buy this robot, you can't buy this robot. You can't buy this robot. What happens?
When has the government ever done anything?
Dude.
To be honest, like
If there's a
in real
threat,
life,
no, I'm saying
Okay, so
to
the
the
government,
extremity.
like, you can't buy this. It's already been created.
So that's
why could you not?
So the
purchase
extremity
it?
of someone,
Why could you not
the
purchase
average
it?
household
The
person
government does not
that
matter.
won't be able to
the
afford
government does not matter.
the average household person that you say that now, which
What are you
doesn't
talking
mean
about over there,
doesn't
Ian?
make sense.
You about to leave?
Huh?
You about to leave?
So there's a $1 million robot that the average person that only 1 million out of 300 million.
I mean,
people can
Amazon's
afford.
already dropping stuff off with drones at your place.
No, they're not.
That has
not
nothing to do
true.
with shit. That
No,
has
they're
nothing.
not.
Amazon already
That has
has drones.
nothing to do with AI.
There's drones
No, they
everywhere.
don't.
There's
What-
drones everywhere, Dob.
I'm just saying.
Nobody,
You're
just throwing
nobody,
shit out there.
Nobody is receiving packages from Amazon.
No.
That was a
They're-
fucking
The only
But from
package
drone.
is receiving is your mom from my ball sack. Anyways,
It's tough.
anyways.
Amazon could be creating concepts for drones and trying to figure out the logistics of how to do it, but nobody is receiving packages via drone from Amazon
Correct.
currently.
Dow, I don't think you understand. Like,
It's doing stuff like that
Apple-
is really fucking
Apple-
complex.
Apple and Google.
Who actually knows something about that topic actually weighed in. AKA Colin and not you, Dob.
Dob.
yeah, thank you.
I don't really know anything about it, but
Exactly. None of us
Dob.
did.
yeah, nobody fucking knows.
But can anybody argue with me?
But think
that
about all the
people don't-
policy that they'd have to go through. Like they'd
yes.
have to go through so much fucking
The-
red tape to
the
do
government
shit like
is the
that.
government. Like, we can't. People
Don't worry,
act.
guys. Virginia
people
just had
think-
Virginia Town becomes first home package to nation, first drone package delivery service. Okay.
People think
Thank you.
Google is bigger.
Boom. There
people
you go.
people
There
think
you go.
Google and
There
Amazon.
You go. There you go.
People think Google and Amazon's more powerful than the United States government. And that's how many
dude,
how many
Facebook's
nuclear weapons and fucking rifles and tanks and men do the government have versus Google or Apple?
Just want to say,
They have all of them.
It's nothing close.
Words
If they were to
are
actually
powerful.
get in an
Words are
actual,
pretty powerful.
if Google was to get in a
pretty
war,
powerful.
or Amazon, with all the fucking tech nerds that work for both of those businesses, and then you've got the government
it's funny.
that decide to work for both of those businesses, it's not even
Yeah,
a
it's not-
fight.
Yeah.
And if it would ever actually come to that, it would be a slaughter. Like, it wouldn't be.
Wouldn't be it.
Yeah.
So in other words, if Google or Amazon or whoever comes out with some robot that can fucking make your dinner and suck Dobbs' cock at the same exact time.
Do you got an article for us, Dob?
I mean, Amazon's already got like drones.
Use the
created.
goddamn mic.
Well, it's hard to hold it up.
It's not gonna. Do you know how much bullshit they're gonna have to go through,
Dude.
And if it's
Dude, you gotta
causing,
think we literally
you know, like-
50 years ago, 40 years ago, maybe even 30, we had fucking pigeons carrying letters across the nation.
100 years ago.
No, like I'm talking World War II shit. They were carrying fucking letters and shit to opposite side. You're talking. That's how. I'm just saying. That's
Should
the
we
difference.
unplug
Yeah.
Dob's mic?
I'm just saying that's the difference. That's the difference. That's the difference.
I thought about it.
It's incredible to think how far we've come. That's
He's
how far
not,
we've
all,
come.
he's
Thank
not wrong
you.
about that.
I agree with that.
You know?
Oh,
Thank
Adam
you.
talks. Adam
Thank
speaks.
Yeah,
And he
you're
speaks
right.
up with my point. Thank you.
All right, yeah.
You're right.
I mean, it may look dumb,
we
but
have
it's
come
like-
a long
it's just
way
crazy
in
to
a very
think
short
about.
amount of time.
Like, I mean, I'm
That's
probably
very
not
factual.
right, but like, it's just crazy. I just
And
want
we're
people to think
going
about
through the growing pains right now with Mark Zuckerberg and right now because of Facebook and stuff like that, because the amount of how much of it's been abused. You know, like, and I'm all these kids that are committing suicide because of like cyberbullying
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like, I think those are like very minimal. The fault, the bad points of the internet is like there's cyberbullying and stuff like that. I think that's a minimum. Like, what Dobbs kind of talking about, which I can't believe I'm fucking even acknowledging Dobbs' point. But like, in other words, what Dobbs, but I think we're far from it. But I can say maybe like 100 years now, after our lifetime, instead of cyberbullying, a robot's just beating your ass.
I mean, I never got that.
Because
Either
a
we're gonna have to-
robot is beating your ass because you didn't put the toilet seat down.
Yeah.
Type of shit.
I'm saying we're either gonna
physically, because it's
Yes.
a whole different deal
Yes.
than cyberbullying, because cyberbullying is non-existent. Someone
I don't know
writing
about that.
something on
It's very existent.
Words are
Cyberboy is
different
fake.
than
Just
physical.
turn off the
Is all I'm
screen.
saying.
What?
Wait,
Turn off
Actually,
the screen,
getting your
you're right.
ass beat is different than someone saying something.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna graduate to
You're
that.
telling me that
It's gonna graduate to that.
robot is gonna beat the shit out of me.
Gr-
Those are two different things.
100. I know. That's what I'm saying.
I just think at some point in our lifetime,
That's my
maybe
point.
not our lifetime, but the next lifetime, it's either gonna we're gonna have to accept AI, and we're gonna have to live with it, or we're gonna be like the human race is it's like you gotta think in the Earth's it's been around for billions and billions of years. At some point, every population has been extinct. It's been evaporated from dinosaurs.
Yep.
Homo sapiens, before us,
Homosexuals.
all these other stuff, it's just fact. No,
Homosexuals evaporated.
you talk about I don't know what
Dobbs.
those things were a couple thousand years
Gone.
ago, the Neanderthals and all that good shit. It just gradually you become the next thing, and the next thing is the human
Dobbs' mom.
could form with AI. I'm talking I mean we're technically already
So you're
part.
saying,
At some point we're gonna have to
become AI.
We're gonna have to accept AI and become
AI.
one with it.
Technology,
At some
it's-
point,
it's gonna be-
technology
Or we're
is
gonna be
technology
it's
is
gonna
the
be-
step.
It's
next
gonna be
step.
a Matrix world.
Technology is the
it's
next
gonna
step.
be a Matrix
Dude,
world.
we're basically part of it. You carry this thing around at all
Nope.
times.
Nope.
At all times. This is
Guess
this
who
is basically-
controls? So whatever fucking crazy thing that ever happens in AI, guess who controls whether it's on or off? We do. We're fucking done with this.
Dude, no.
Off.
So this Alexa up here
We
is not
turn
on.
it
But guess
off.
what? It's fucking listening to us. This
It's-
Alexa
That's
up
not
here is
AI.
off.
Yeah, but Dob,
the
you
fuck's
just
that thing gonna do right
unplug
now?
it.
It
You
doesn't
just
matter. It's
unplug
listening.
it, Dob.
What's it gonna do?
Unplug it. Go ahead. Unplug it. Go ahead.
What's it gonna do?
Go ahead and unplug it.
What are you
You don't
saying?
think
What's
that
it gonna
shit
do?
picks stuff up? The internet. It's all connected by the
You're
government.
saying AI
The
is
government-
a totally different
It's
thing.
all the same thing.
AI is a
It's
totally
all the
different
same thing.
No, it's not.
Listen. All right. What Dob is saying.
I get it. It's all interconnected
What-
at one tip.
What you're saying.
Let the man
What you're
speak.
saying
Let the man
isn't
speak.
a horrible. You're thinking in extremes, and it's hard
So
for.
you're at the very end.
You're at the very,
the
very
very
most
end.
extreme, and it's not a bad way of thinking because
You're Alex Jones.
no, he's not. Don't.
No, I don't,
He's
I
Alex
think those
Jones.
Kids, I think those fucking first and second graders and kindergartners were definitely killed in that fucking Sandy Hook. That's terrible.
Yeah, I think.
I would never.
Hey,
in my life-
let's.
Anyways.
Well, it's
all right,
okay. Go ahead,
Anyways,
What I'm trying to say is that the extreme kind of thinking is hard for people to grasp, and let's say that even
That's
if
what people go to, though.
let's say that even if humans were to
At some point, you gotta accept it.
have-
You think people in the 1950s were like, "We're gonna land on the fucking moon"? We're trying to go to Mars.
Dob, you're
now.
right. Dob, you're right.
Thank you. I'm
But
sorry.
it's just
I have
not
no
that
regret.
dramatic. It's not that dramatic. People always people predicted that in 2000 there would be flying cars.
Can I interrupt? So
No,
you gotta think.
no.
So
It doesn't
No, if
happen.
someone
It
says
doesn't.
No, are you still gonna interrupt?
It doesn't happen as quickly as people think that it's
Never,
going to
it
happen.
never
It's
does.
hard for people to grasp the idea that in 10 years, it's kind of like think about right now there's all these cautionary people talking about climate change and global warming that the earth is going to not be inhabitable by human beings in 10 years. It's really hard for people to fathom like we just can't see it happening to us. So it's hard for people to be like, "Oh, me recycling is going to make a difference."
Yeah.
Which I mean, I totally get all that
It's-
stuff. We're talking from AI. All right, so internet.
Hey,
Is he going back to
So
AI?
I'm talking internet.
No.
So I'm talking internet.
Dom, everybody here wants to hear Colin finish what he wants
Okay,
to say.
I didn't know if he was finished. Okay,
He's not finished.
He's not. He's not.
I just think that it's hard for people to grasp climate change and the potential effects that it could have on the human race. And it's hard for people to grasp the potential effects that artificial intelligence could have on the human race. And you're being really extreme.
Yeah.
And you're at the very other end of the spectrum, thinking that it's not probably going to happen for 100 to 200, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It'll probably be somewhere in the middle, and it probably won't be as dramatic as what you're saying it's going to be. We'll probably figure out a way to govern artificial intelligence in a way that it doesn't take over our lives and it doesn't kill us.
Hopefully.
It's not going to
I'm
be
just
some.
saying, like,
Hopefully.
We'll probably find a way to integrate it into our
I get
lives.
the whole
in a-
AI thing. Like, I could see that, like, at some point, like, down the road, like, it's in the steps of it at some point being, like, the next life form. Like, you gotta think,
I know what you're saying.
you know what I
Bro,
mean? 'Cause,
what
like,
you're talking
either we
about-
either-
what
so
you're
if you're not
So now
religious,
there's white, there's blacks, and then there's robots.
No. What he's saying? No. What
no.
this dude is saying? This dude is literally going to a Matrix. The
Yeah,
trilogy.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
something
He's
that Joe
literally
Rogan
going
has
to
talked
the
about at
Matrix.
length, and that's all. The reason I want to try to stray away from it is because I don't want to just regurgitate things that other people are saying. Joe Rogan and the people that he has on his podcast are a lot smarter than anybody in this room, and
that's
we can't.
fucking factual as hell.
Just if you want to learn about what Dob's talking about, just fucking go listen to Joe Rogan.
I guess here's my whole point of what everybody's saying that they don't talk about in Joe Rogan is the average.
I don't know.
The average.
This is what happens.
The average American. So let's say, like right now, you know how long? Right now, and the Tesla is by far the most sold car. It's been proven. It's a stat. It's the most sold car in the world right now, of all cars, because it's such an excellent vehicle.
It's a
to drive.
polarizing car.
It's everything about it is great, but it's still not even fucking surfacing how many people are driving cars versus Teslas. It's still like nothing close to like even.
Move that thing closer to your mouth.
It's
There you
still
go.
it's still nothing. The amount of people driving Teslas versus how many people are driving just normal gas
go.
vehicles. It's I mean I don't know the word, but I would guess it would be fucking 1/100th of
It's
the
like
amount
a-
of fucking
I was gonna say,
gas vehicles in the world.
It's a
What,
it's a
one
drop-
one
not-
Tesla to 100 gas cars?
I would
I would
guess
say-
one.
I was
gonna
I would
say
guess
probably-
10,000
Yeah,
gas
yeah, yeah,
vehicles
yeah.
to one Tesla.
Yeah.
Because money, and and one money and trust.
Let's
A lot of people don't trust it, and this is gonna be. And Tesla is exactly like AI. It is such a polarizing, different, crazy. Like it makes you scared in a way, but it's better for you. And AI can be better for us, but I feel like it's such a polarizing thing that it's going to be, and it's going to be 30. It's going not 30. It's going to be 10 to 15 years before cars. And actually, iRobot is a hell of a movie. They drive and they don't actually drive on the highways. They're going like fucking 500 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And they don't drive the cars.
It's a foreign concept.
Technically, robots are way better on the road, and it's been proven that Tesla is way better on the road than an average human.
Money more so than anything else, though. Cause
No, not money.
I would 150% drive my ass to wherever the fuck I gotta go to save $10.
Yeah.
I
Me
would
too.
definitely do that.
No, I agree.
Definitely.
I'm saying
Over trust more than anything else.
I'm saying-
not gonna spend the extra money on a Tesla just because it can get me to the same place I gotta go.
and that's
If I could
exactly
save the money.
that's my point.
what's crazy though?
That's my
Grab
point.
The mic.
You getting the mic?
What's crazy though?
That's
to
my
think
point.
about as like Americans.
You
like,
can just
let's
hold it.
say,
You don't
like,
have to have it in the
So
thing.
the U.S. of A. As a,
I'm annoyed you just said that.
I know the U.S. of A. Shout out America, whatever. I'm a big Patriot guy. I love us.
Even though you love the Packers.
Go Pack Go. Big game Rockets Raiders. Got
the U.S. The U.S. of Packers.
A. So I'm just saying.
US
I'm
of
just saying. We have it much better, obviously, than
Fudge Packers.
everybody. Whoa, dude. Hey,
The
they're
US of
5-1.
Fudge Packers.
Hey, they're 5-1.
Noise.
They're 5-1.
If Dop could marry,
hopefully be
if Dop could marry anybody,
Yeah,
find
I'm
anybody,
hoping-
and
I'm
have an
hoping
affair,
Aaron
it would be
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
No, I wouldn't
It would
marry.
be Aaron Rodgers.
No, I wouldn't be that guy.
Callback.
We do it all.
No, it'd be John. Hey, if I could marry one guy, it'd be
Yeah.
John Kuhn. He was a fullback for the Packers about 5 years ago.
Wait, who?
John Kuhn. No, what I'm saying is you gotta think. So this is what's weird. So like the Earth and all these other populations have been around for thousands and thousands of years. At us as America, as of the United States,
The US of A.
North and South America.
Why do you
250
air quotes?
Because it's just weird to think
guess we don't live in
about. So it's been
America.
250 years. like as like North America has been discovered, to see how far we come with technology and all this good stuff, whatever. So it's just like this process. We're so much farther ahead than everyone else.
Oh, we definitely are.
You know what I mean? That it's just like we're gonna get to this point, and everyone else is slowly gonna follow us, and just like a trend. If they might not even get to us. It's like because obviously we rule like. It sounds bad. We as an
We
USA.
We do though.
You know, we do. Like our economy rules and basically influences everybody else's economy. It influences every
every bit.
This whole thing with in the Kurds was so fucking stupid. The fact that we're even over there in the first place. We have bases in every continent.
Yep.
To control,
We got
like, hey
bases in
man,
Dobbs
chill,
and
like to control. I don't even know where I'm going with this at this point.
This is it's basically just a bunch of rambling.
Yeah, that's rambling. What were we talking about?
We got
before
bases in Dobbs' mom's pussy.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm saying. Make your point.
Ask me a question, I'll answer it.
Jeez.
What the fuck?
Hey, wait! Questions from the crowd. Oh, we got a question. What's this question right
We got
here?
a question from
front
the
row,
crowd.
front row, and the third seat from the right. What do you got here, bud?
There is no question. We're just
My question is, hey Addison, how do you so cool and all that stuff? Well, you want to hear here, bud? I'm a pretty cool guy. I have good friends. Like I live my life to the fullest. I go out and stuff. And like,
Somebody get this guy. Somebody get this guy.
I'm answering the question, bro.
What is going on here?
Hey, bro. Like you want to jump and ask me a question?
Look-
I'll answer. I'll give you an autograph. This is me.
Layman, have you ever heard the story? Have you heard the story
Look at me. Hey,
of
look at
Dobb?
this.
Of
So this is
Dobb
like
sleeping
wavelengths and
with a
like-
That's all
13-year-old.
Dobb right
That's all
there.
Dobb.
Look at this.
That's all
Compared
it
to
is.
this. How old?
She was 13 years old.
Dude,
Dobb,
Hey, ask
Dobb
me- hey.
got head from a girl that was 13 years old. He was a
but
senior in college.
he was 14 though.
Hey, bro. She was 16. She, hey,
Neck 30.
Dude,
But
it's-
that neck 30. I know he's gonna say.
time out. She may have been 16, but her neck was 16.
That's what he's always said. And then he says,
my God.
Hey,
do I regret it?
Do I regret
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Would I do it again? Yeah.
That's great.
Hey, I didn't know she was 16. I was 20. So what is it?
No, he always told me that she was 16, but her neck 30. That's what he always
I said
told
I
me.
didn't know her neck was.
That's what he always told me.
I was just laying on the floor, and then she rolled on top of me off the couch, and I was like, all right.
And he didn't notice that she had no stretch marks or anything like that. She was just like a 16-year-old premium body, like like 16-year-old girl is. Like they just grew up. They're just perfect, Sure. And Dobbs like, oh, I don't notice like that at all. Like
I mean, I was at this house party, and I was in this bathroom over here, or this bedroom over here.
It's a great start.
Like hanging out watching The Dark Knight
Rises.
Rises and Bane and stuff. And I was like, I'm watching with this girl.
I
and,
was
like, it's a
not out
bedroom.
when you were this old.
Is that what?
Dark Knight Rises was
that with
Dark
Bane?
Knight Rises.
Bane?
Was, but
Not
Bane
with
was
Bane, my guy.
2012.
I was born.
Yeah,
in
that was
darkness.
2012. That was 2012 when it was
I
released.
was born. in
Yeah, it was
the darkness.
2012. Dark Knight Rises. Was,
years
yeah,
ago?
yeah. So like that was
was
2000.
Bane.
It was summer
That was
2014.
Bane. That was a fucking.
2012.
That was what's
yeah,
his
that
name?
was that movie's release.
Fuck, what's his name? That's in Mad Max.
Speaking of,
Have you seen the Joker?
has anybody? I have not.
I have.
I would love to.
I'm a
I've never
Joker.
seen
It is.
First-hand opinion.
I'm a smoker.
Yeah, but if
I've
it's
seen it.
but
I'm a
Dobbs the only one that's seen it, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I told you earlier when I was completely sober. You gotta see
Have
it.
you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would-
then
I would
we're
rec-
good.
So Dob, you're the only one in this room.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I don't want.
Never seen it.
I want to see it, and I don't want to. I don't want any spoilers, especially from
No, I'm not
Drunk
gonna, I
Dobb.
would not spoil it. I would honestly recommend anyone that I would say
Are you
go
a
see
Batman
it.
fan, if you will?
Oh yeah, if you like the
You
Dark
gotta see
Knight,
it.
if you like the Dark Knight
You should
trilogy.
go watch it. It's worth
Oh,
the time.
dude.
Really?
Even if you haven't seen that, like go watch it.
Really?
Like
Shit.
Joaquin Phoenix is like he is literally like Heath Ledger. Like him and Heath
Come
Ledger.
on.
No, dude,
That
I'm
was pretty high praise.
No, dude, I'm
Hey.
serious. Like him and Heath Ledger, because like obviously in the Batman in the Dark Knight, like you don't get as much Heath Ledger. In this movie is all Joaquin Phoenix. and the Joker, dude, he does such a phenomenal job. It's so incredible.
Adam,
And there's a point.
We should-
Me and my buddy saw. There was 2 weeks.
You have a
So,
legitimate opinion on this based on.
dude, so me and my buddy. So you know Rao.
pretty excited.
Rao,
Yeah,
you can
we know
like
Rao.
Rao told him was like go see it. So Rao and I were in St. Louis 2 weeks ago when we went to see Tyler Creator on Friday night to like for a concert, and then Saturday we went and watched it, and like at one point in the movie like. It's hard to explain because I don't want to ruin anything. But we looked at each other.
No, don't.
It was like about
You
an
don't
hour and a
even
half
have
in.
to, just-
An hour and a half into the
I'm
movie.
good with go
We
see it.
looked at each other and we're like, "Holy fucking shit!" Like, holy fuck,
Crazy shit happens.
dude. It's kind of slow. It's a little slow when it comes to the story. It just builds up through the whole movie, and there's action along the way. And the story is incredible. Joaquin Phoenix does a phenomenal job.
I just want you
It
to know,
is the
I'm
best
gonna
movie.
I'm gonna go watch it tomorrow.
It is the best movie I've seen in
watch it.
theaters
I'm
in
gonna
probably
go see it
10
tomorrow.
years.
Fuck,
I'm dead
dude.
ass serious, dude. You have to like, if you're a big movie guy, you'll enjoy seeing movies.
Sure.
They're like, it just it's undescribable. Like there's nothing been released that has
I
been
wanna
like
see it.
this. It's basically like, let's say if you like The Dark Knight
Yeah.
with
I've watched all those
with
movies
Heath Ledger
very many
doing
times.
that with Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine that, but Joaquin Phoenix, and it's just a movie about him and his whole life.
All right,
Because
well,
it's
hey,
so hard to
let-
explain.
let-
It's
let
so
me ask
hard to
you this.
explain.
I obviously can tell your opinion on the movie is very high, but
It's a great movie. It's fucking
I'm gonna ask you
fantastic.
this question. If you have to pick one or the other, first thing that comes to your head after I ask this question, who's the better Joker, Joaquin Phoenix or Heath Ledger?
That's so hard.
Don't think.
I would honestly, I low key, I would honestly pick Joaquin Phoenix.
Wow.
Just the fact that it's a whole
millennial.
movie.
He's a millennial.
Just,
Yeah.
just
I've
the,
never heard
I don't think
anybody say
He's a
anything
millennial.
great.
It's-
Heath
it's-
Ledger
it's-
as
it's-
Joker is the best one ever.
He's a millennial.
it's solely from the fact.
sure.
He's a millennial.
It's
He's a
solely.
millennial spoken
It's
by
solely
Sloan.
from the fact that
He-
he is.
It's only for the
main
fact that Dob got
character
his dick sucked from a
of the
13-year-old
movie
girl,
for
and
2
that she
hours.
told him that
The
she
movie
likes
is
Joaquin
released-
Phoenix more.
Like it's him.
I'm
That's
not
why.
passing anything.
That's why.
That was a bold.
Oh yeah, it's fucking beautiful.
Like they literally based the movie all around this guy.
you know
like,
what we
I
should
see
do?
like Heath Ledger. Like,
We should tell Dob and influence Dob to start his own podcast and tell him like everybody's watching and like somehow make his views go up on YouTube and make sure like he feels like
I would never
everybody's
have
watching
him on
his
a
shit,
podcast.
but just make sure like Dob's just fucking talking to himself on a podcast
could
by
do that.
himself
I could
because
do
Dob
that.
could definitely do
I
that
could-
Oh,
shit.
we could do that shit all day.
He is Alex Jones in a way. Like he would just take comments on YouTube, like live comments or Instagram, and be like, "No, actually no, actually,
thing is,
have you heard of
with me-
AI? Have you heard of AI?"
the thing is, with
They'd be
me,
talking about like fucking.
With me,
I
I
don't
don't
know,
let-
race. They'd be talking about NASCAR. They'd be like, "Actually, have you heard of AI in NASCAR? Actually, we're gonna be 50 years from now. AI is gonna be driving the cars. Actually,
I mean, probably it's already fucking happening. It's already fucking happening. So like, what the fuck is it? That's a bad
actually,
example. That's a bad
there's gonna be
example.
no people even
Bro,
watching the
when we were in
races. It's
Vegas-
just gonna be robots, AI, and
Jesus.
there we
dog.
go. You know,
Hey,
that's my
well,
beer.
Hey, Dub, why is Joaquin
AI
Phoenix?
around right now?
Get those
That
off
would never
the
happen.
table.
Why is Joaquin Phoenix a better Joker?
Well, he's
Isn't
just
it
like
totally
it's just-
different. It's a totally different movie. You
Yeah,
can't
it's
compare
just the
it to.
fact that he's featured the whole time.
That
it's,
too.
It's
Hey,
just yeah.
for my homies. Oh, for my
No,
for Heath.
take that off the table.
That was for Heath Ledger.
It's just the fact that it's
Best
like
Joker of all
the
time.
movie is
Yes,
literally
best
just
Joker of all
about him.
time.
I didn't
So
say
if
it.
so,
And the Dark
wait,
Knight,
wait, wait.
like Heath
Let's
Ledger is a great
let's
Joker.
not talk about movies. Actually,
fuck, all
I would.
right.
I'm just saying. I would recommend it to everyone. I would love to. Everyone
Actually.
needs to see it. I think everyone needs to see it
okay.
in this room.
Can I-
In this
Hey,
room.
we're
Can I-
all gonna see it.
This is okay. I don't know if this is about movies. How do you feel about Robert Pattinson being the new Batman?
That's a fucking joke.
What?
That is an absolute
Is
fucking
that a thing?
joke.
That's a
Yeah,
thing. That's
it's a
an
fucking
actual
joke.
thing. That's a
what
real
happened
thing.
To, what happened to Affleck? He's
No,
out.
Quit.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he was just
trash.
like one. He was like one or two.
He was in
movies
the. He was in fucking squad.
The fact, after they got rid of Christian Bale, like
Suicide
Batman was
Squad.
like,
Affleck
fuck
was in a
it.
couple of them. wasn't
That
he?
was
He was in
in a-
DC was like,
No,
fuck
no,
you.
no.
Suicide Squad.
Hey, that was a.
That was alright.
That was in totally. That's a entirely different business.
Really?
Yes.
DC was like after they lost.
So DC has Batman,
Yeah.
and they.
Spot.
It's
not
some
Spider-Man,
weird
no.
contract where
Spider-Man.
DC has Batman, and then like the original Batman or not Batman. James Bond. Is that what you said?
I didn't say James.
It's James Bond.
Yeah.
He says James Bond. Robert Pattinson says.
No. Robert Pattinson is going to be the new Batman.
No, it's James Bond.
I guarantee.
No, Robert
I
Pattinson
put money.
is the
I
new,
put money on this. Robert Pattinson is going to be the.
I'll bet you $1,000 right now. I will
Put your fucking lips on the mic.
Dude, it's so hard.
Doesn't bet me.
I will gladly bet you $1,000 Robert Pattinson.
Batman and not James Bond.
Jonah Hill was supposed to be like possibly the Penguin.
Hey, I'll put a check.
Jonah Hill was. They were talking about him being the bad
Zeus,
guy.
Can I just confirm that you are in with Dob on the $1,000 that Pat?
I'll put a check.
Yeah, so you and I split it $500 each.
He's looking at it right now.
It's
Is it
dude,
or
yeah.
is it up to $2,000?
It's Robert, and there's a girl playing.
So what are we at here?
It's the,
So
chick,
Robert-
the chick from Cosby Show.
Yeah, and she's
I don't know
playing.
what her name is.
What's the girl? What's the
Catwoman.
superhero? Catwoman.
She's playing Catwoman.
So
Kyle.
who's saying what here?
Robert Pattinson
I
is the
believe
new Batman in the
Pattinson.
next whatever
Robert
you want to
Pattinson
call
is
it.
the
And
new
you say what?
Batman.
But
He
James
says,
Bond.
He says new James
You say
Bond.
James Bond.
Yeah, I
Layman,
don't
where
know
are you
where
at?
that's from.
He's
Did you have an opinion
he's
on this, or
along
you
for
were
the
helping?
ride.
Oh,
He's along for the ride.
these two are right. It's
On
Batman.
listening to the matter at hand.
He is the new Batman. No,
He is
I'm not
the new
bullshitting you.
Batman.
He's the new Batman.
How the
Fuck.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, honestly,
exactly. I don't know.
Your
But
initial reaction
he was also tested as the next James Bond,
that I didn't know. I could
Yes.
I could see that though.
Dude, I've watched the James
Honestly,
Bond
and everybody
movie.
was all pissed off about it because like he's not a James Bond like guy.
Everyone's all pissed
people
off
know.
about Batman. Fuck.
All people know about Robert Pattinson. Obviously, they're going to the very ends.
So you guys,
And-
was anybody really actually happy about Ben Affleck as the new Batman?
No, he was terrible.
Nobody was.
Terrible.
No.
He's terrible.
Basically, once Christian Bale left, it was like
Christian
all right,
Bale
fuck it.
is he's the best.
I mean,
no
quintessential Batman.
No matter what Christian Bale wants to be, he's gonna be the best at it. I feel like.
No
In a
way.
way.
Robert Pattinson was also tested to be the new James Bond.
I wouldn't doubt it. He has that kind of like Rigo Suave.
we all
But
owe
some of
each
these
other.
are some of these are from 2012 and 13. Some
No,
of these
hey,
some
so-
of these stories are really old.
Robert Pattinson, obviously a very polarizing figure because he's been in Twilight. That's why people don't like him.
Yeah.
As when they hear Robert Pattinson's name, they obviously go straight to Twilight.
Dude, that's a good topic actually.
There's a lot
What
of
do you
good-
think?
Am I the only one that goes to Harry Potter?
No, I love Harry
No,
Potter.
honestly, what the
Daniel,
fuck?
'cause
Daniel
you're-
Radcliffe.
Cedric Diggory?
Cedric Diggory, yeah. Honestly,
Daniel Radcliffe.
Listen, the
No,
first
that's-
guy-
that's
the
Harry
first guy
Potter.
to
That's
get
Harry Potter.
Voldemort when he came back.
What do you think's worth it?
That was his first.
Do you
that was his
think-
first real role?
I don't think about. I don't know if that's true. That's probably the first thing you saw him in.
I mean,
Also,
like, if you
he has
take-
a lot of
That was
movies
before
on Netflix.
Twilight.
He has a lot of movies on Netflix. I watched
watch-
one movie.
I don't watch.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter because it's fake.
What the fuck?
This man ran through. This man ran through. This man ran through because it's
Fucking fake. I don't watch it. This guy over here. This fucking guy. Are you?
This man ran through a brick wall and ended up in Hogwarts.
Jesus.
That was disgusting.
That's it.
Thank you for listening to the I Can Do Anything
This
podcast.
man ran through a fucking
That's it.
Dom,
brick
shut up.
wall and then ended up in Hogwarts. That's like the fucking what's the thing
Dom,
called
shut
about
up.
the Chronicles.
Thank you
It's
for listening
probably
to
on
the I
Twitter.
Can Do Anything podcast.